This is your bottles of water down here?
Yeah.
Your personal
Grab
collection.
one.
Well, thank you.
So who's sitting slower side? Yeah, go ahead. We're playing with Isaac.
Okay. So we currently have Isaac versus PJ Bolin, two very well celebrated players, two players that deserve it. They are both currently ranked in Majestic's top 10 power players. Both fan favorites to go all the way this weekend and walk away with a $4,000 check. Isaac has done that before. He has won the World Cup before, as well as PJ has won, I think, Canadian Nationals is what he won.
Isaac Denke's won the World Cup?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
He won the World Cup the year I got third.
Wow.
And actually, he won it with Banshee. He won it with Banshee, Nighthawk, and Despitalis. Of course, that was in the era where they could all be equipped. So Despo had Adara, which gave them all a 20 defense, and Nighthawk, which prevented anyone from increasing their stats.
No, this is Isaac Berkowitz.
That's who this is, isn't it?
No, this is different Isaac.
Oh, different Isaac. Oh,
yeah, Isaac Denke has the South Dakota States under his belt this year. He's won a Super Qualifier before.
Okay.
Super Qualifier before. PJ Bolin is currently the Canadian Nationals champion.
Right. Yes.
I mean, a bunch of Super Qualifiers.
I thought he just regional his last name.
Majestics tournaments. You know, PJ's been on fire for the last couple of years.
He's consistently high-end player, and probably, I would say he's probably the best builder in the top 10. The top 10 is full of pilots. Pilots like Daniel Powell is a pilot. Daniel Powell is a pilot. Easton Brock is a pilot. Easily the best pilot in the game.
Is
what?
A critical. Oh. Alright, Hulk's moved up and quaked. I think Isaac won map and took him to Wakanda. He's positioned here in the bottom hindering to avoid the gamma bomb on his side of the map. Looks like Isaac might have put his gamma bomb next to the bat signal. But
so that
considering that Isaac's coming in for the Alpha Strike, PJ has responded by just jumping in with Hulk.
So
perplexes and powers off of the Ant-Man, ant pods.
Right. I think PJ's obvious goal here is to kill Banshee. I think once Banshee dies, this game goes downhill. Has Banshee already died?
No, Banshee's sitting back
behind
the line. PJ
is moving in for the. He's moving in.
No, in one turn, has cleared all of the Wolverines off the map. Because he would have leap climbed, quaked for damage, right? Then he would have free action moved with Captain America for another attack, quake, which hits for another damage, and then the ants poison, finish off the Wolverines.
PJ is impressive. He killed 3 Wolverines in a turn.
It's really amazing what his team can do in this format, right? Considering that he can sit back on a empowered holding Mjolnir Star Fox and just zap you while he sends ants to get in your way, or he can do what he just did, which is just straight Alpha Strike with the Hulk. And I mean,
there aren't many threats that can really deal with that versatile of a damage package, right?
Yeah.
He's got passive damage, he's got AoE damage, he's got sniping damage, all from 3 different sources.
Yeah.
So if you're an opponent sitting across from PJ, you need to decide which type of damage is the biggest threat to you and try to disable that.
Yeah.
But it's dispersed enough that even if you kill the 50-point Hulk, he's still got 300 or 250 points of stuff that's going to hit you. If you kill a Wasp, it doesn't matter, right? Star Fox is probably the thing that would hurt him the most if he died, right? I mean, besides the fact that it would put him down on points, but Star Fox is in the back, right? So that's not going to be an easy.
Star Fox sitting on an 8 range.
8 range.
8 range with a 12 attack, 3 damage, right? When he's holding Mjolnir, you can stack 3 ants next to him to get +3 to that damage. So it's a 12-6
yes.
from 8. or 10 if he uses his perplexes
Well,
to up the range.
To up the range. If he needs to up the attack, it's a 14 for 6.
Yeah, 14-6. That's
flurry.
That's
14-6
flurry.
14-6 flurry.
Right. So that's 12 damage
Yes.
on one target
Yes.
if you need it.
Yes.
I think Isaac might have outpositioned himself.
He definitely was too. He underestimated the mobility of this team.
I think so, yeah.
Well, not just the mobility, but for its ability to do damage while mobile.
Yeah.
Right. He saw Hulk. It was like, oh, leap climb.
4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Right. The Hank Pims just move up, drop ants,
and done.
Right. They're placed right, so they on the map so that they can still poison.
No, you can't poison after you've been moved or placed.
No. From the map. Right, if you're coming from off the map onto the map, like generating a bystander.
If you're generating the ant that
generating
turn,
a bystander,
then yes, the ant can still poison.
Yeah, so that's what
he did.
Yeah, how PJ was just able to wipe 3 Wolverines off the face of the earth.
That's PJ. It's impressive.
I mean, that's why he has as many wins, as he does.
It's a thing, right? It's a thing.
He's been,
like I was saying earlier, the ants are really an effective tech right now because of the rules change, because the flight ability gives them the carry ability. So it's the whole.
Right. They have flight ability, but not wing symbol, so that they can constantly be sidestepping each other
and carrying each other, or they can carry the Ant-Man or the Hulk or anyone else, right? That's I think. Does the Hulk have Battle Fury?
Hulk does not have Battle Fury.
So he can be easily carried, right, and repositioned, and that really, and placing Hulk behind a line of ants after he's quaked, that's really an effective thing.
Yeah. Isaac just said your team goes fast. Very much so.
I think he underestimated that. I think he did, and it's over.
What?
They're done.
That was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're done.
Okay. So that's what happens
when you can't read your opponent's build and you underestimate their damage output.
Yeah.
That's
now,
correct. And that's what he's explaining now. Right? He's saying you should have been back here, right? And then you had a shot to stay back, because he should never have been that aggressive with Banshee. I get why he brought him to Wakanda, but what does Wakanda really give him?
Right.
Right? In this matchup, what did Wakanda give him?
Isaac might not have won that, though. Right? Because PJ is sitting on a +5 Avengers.
Right? Both +5.
This was 5-5.
So this would be a very good map for PJ. PJ might have won map.
But Isaac is rolling up the map.
It is Isaac one map roll. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's actually a really good map for PJ, because the ants also have stealth.
The ants have stealth, right?
Right.
Also, the range that he's using from Star Fox isn't a ranged attack.
It doesn't activate.
So it doesn't activate the +2 hindering bonus on Wakanda.
So he actually doesn't have a main force range attacker outside of Wasp, which shouldn't be shooting anyway.
Right, it's not shooting at all. He's only there to generate ants and give the perplexes.
Oh, and the passive abilities.
Right, passive abilities.
Flight,
are
stealth,
granted.
all the +3 speed.
Yeah. Yep.
Flight, stealth, +3 speed. Okay, sure. Right, and they carry.
Send them out. Yep.
Okay. They're so good. And ants won him that match, right? Like if the Wolverines were on the board for another turn, if he didn't kill them that turn, they were going to hurt him, right? And Banshee was going to get a shot, and it was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
But he was able to kill the Wolverines and then sidestep in base Banshee.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's trouble.
Well, yeah. Banshee doesn't have Indomitable, right?
Right.
So even if he's able to get away and start picking off pieces,
it's losing proposition.
Yeah, it's once every other turn, right? At best, and while PJ sits back, he action tokens Captain America, moves Star Fox for 6, right?
Well, two things. I actually, I keep on going back to the ants for people who don't know.
You are the ant expert, right?
Well, I guess,
sure, okay.
Whatever. The ants have, if you transform to not the puck one, but the one just the step above the puck, the running one.
Yeah.
It gives them a follow ability. So even if he could running shot breakaway after resolutions, all the ants that started adjacent would just come right back and then next turn 3 poison, 3 poison, whatever. Right, and then the other ones move up, generate, place, poison, dead.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing PJ again in the finals.
PJ has tech that can definitely carry him all the way to the end of this.
Right, and in round 1, he scored 294 points, which is a team wipe.
Right. Yeah.
And round 2, he scored 400 and a half or so. Yeah, I was talking to him before this round.
What did he do?
He was playing Lucas, Tom Van Hollen. Lucas is running Mistress Death.
Oh, there you go.
Mini Shredder, Lockjaw, and Ironheart. So, right, can't die tech. And I watched some of that game, and it was
would love to see that build.
Oh, it was underground map.
So PJ won.
Yeah, from ROC. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, PJ. Yeah.
PJ won.
But yeah. So what happened was, he just put the Gamma Bomb deep in Lucas's side of the map, and Lucas just sat back behind it, waiting for it to go off. And PJ, I watched him. He equipped Mjolnir, moved all his guys up just outside of the Gamma Bomb radius, and just kept sending ants.
Because he doesn't care if the ants die from the Gamma Bomb. What is
it? 0 points, bystanders, and he's just making sure that there's some disruptive element so that Lucas can't close the gap and start doing damage. And Lucas just sat there for the entirety of the Gamma Bomb ticking down. It was just back and forth until it went off, and then PJ just started cleaning up. Oh, the one thing though that probably set Lucas off was when the Gamma Bomb hit, Ironheart for the damage rolled a 1. So immediately then
25 points.
Lucas was set right on the back foot and then had to move up and start taking shots.
And without a taxi, right?
Yeah, without a taxi, and right into a now clear field of hindering terrain with,
which again is
I think
ideal.
Mini Shredder has stealth.
Mini Shredder has stealth, his full dial. Yes.
Mr. Steph does not. Lockjaw can choose it,
but he doesn't want to.
But why would you choose? Yeah. So, PJ just sits back with Star Fox, flurrying 14 sixes, while you try and close the gap and score points. Yeah.
It's a losing proposition.
Yeah. It's teams like that, like PJ has, where he can afford to sit back and hit you from range, or he can dive in and alpha strike. They're like George Masu's build. He just won the ROC US National Cup.
Yep.
He's got Green Arrow,
Sam Cap,
and Sam Cap.
Right.
So
again,
he can.
The key
he
here
can
is
sit back and pick you off.
It's a diversity.
High damage output.
It's a diversity of damage output.
Yep.
Right. So many people are too keen on just putting all their eggs in a single basket. It's like the Lila Wolverine Swarm. Right. It has one trick.
Yep.
It does it really, really, really well. But if that trick doesn't work, what do they do?
Right.
So if something like this comes along, that is teams that they know they're going to play a lot of X-Men, and they have tech to kill Wolverines, which is 2 damage and then 1. Right. That's not hard math.
No.
Right. So it's super easy to figure out. Okay, how am I going to deal with this? All right. Cool. I did it. Now what? Now what else can you do?
It's wild.
One of the keys to high level play, not only high level play but high level building, is what do you do when things go wrong? Right. And you have to prepare for things to go wrong.
Backup plan.
Right. Teams that just go in and say, okay, either I hit you or I hit you. Either I hit you and you die, or you win.
Yeah. And it's kind of what the Wolverine Swarm is about, right? You got to close the gap, alpha strike, right? Somebody's going to get punched onto a stop click. Maybe they go down, but then you've got 2 others with flurries plus free attacks, so that's 6 attacks with blades. Plus the Banshee, shutting off your defenses. No super senses, no invincible, impervious, invulnerable. You get toughness instead. He's got psychic blast.
It's damage output, right? Yeah. It's raw damage output.
There's a bit of threat diversity within Isaac's build, but being set so far behind the 8 ball in one turn.
Well, it's because he was aggressive with glass cannons.
Overly aggressive, yeah.
He was super aggressive with glass cannons. The X-Men Blue TA, that is...
When you roll, for every successful leadership, you get a +1 to attack. Yeah. If a character using this ability uses leadership and succeeds, modify the attack value of all characters using this team ability by +1 this turn.
I mean, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible. Yeah. You've got 3 headmasters, so that's 3 chances, right? If you are successful in all of them, they're sitting on 14s. 14s for blades. 14s flurry for blades. Possible free attacks. Banshee's got a 14-3 penetrating psychic blast at that point. Like, it's there. I think it was just a matter of maybe the wrong map choice and outpositioning himself, not really fully perceiving the strike range that PJ's build was able to accomplish.
And he said that. You said that. He said that. It's amazing how fast your build was.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, the game was 5 minutes long. 2 rounds.
Captain America, I believe, can be used to trigger Ant-Man and Wasp. So I believe that you can power action him to
move,
which would generate an action.
Which generates a Pog. Power action to move Hulk, right? Which gives him another Quake a chance, and it gives Star Fox a move and attack. It's huge.
Yeah, that figure.
It's I think it's the only build of its kind in the tournament today. Like, I haven't seen anything like it before. I mean, I've seen similar things with like a couple of Hulks and the Michelangelo super rare, where you can drop the smoke cloud and they get a free sidestep to attack again.
But just a power action move.
Yeah, how much that Captain America does for the team entire, in basically enabling every other figure on the team on the map
to do stuff.
Huge. Yeah.
Right. I wonder, there's an Avengers TA that is 1 point, isn't there?
I'm not sure.
Spell Avengers.
Spell Avengers. How do you... Instructions unclear.
It's 5 points. That's 5 points. 4 points.
3,
There's
2.
a 2 point.
Heroic Age, Avengers. When a character using this team ability is given a move action after actions resolve, roll a d6 that can't be rerolled. On a 6, remove an action token from that character.
So whenever I played Ant-Man, I played that build a lot. I played that a lot.
Yeah.
But I think I ended up going with Heroic Age with my original Ant build.
Yeah.
Not Heroic Age. Response Unit.
Response Unit? When one or more characters using this team ability is adjacent to a friendly character making a close combat attack modify the character's attack value +1.
So that would modify Hulks. And that would modify all the ants.
Yeah. Would it? It wouldn't modify the ants.
It would. Read it again.
Using this team ability, is adjacent. Yeah. So they'd all get +1 to attack.
Modify the character he's adjacent to.
Which is different from the Heroic Age. But Heroic Age, I mean,
it's still good.
There's a chance that you're just gonna keep every single turn moving your Ant-Man
and generating
because the either you're never gonna have a token, you're not gonna have a token, or the push doesn't deal damage, right? And you just super swarm tech, man.
Ants are super effective. They've always have been, and got a bad rap lately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that's they were just waiting for
Golden Age.
Well, they were waiting for Rockade Fast Forces Hulk to show up,
maybe.
And just 3 ants.
Star Fox makes a difference.
How about a 12 for 7? That seems good. Twice, right?
It doesn't seem terrible, right?
It does not seem terrible, yeah. And that too with the Hulk. Hulk multi-target Quake, right? Which is very effective against the Wolverines because it's just 1 damage, right? And then finish them off with a poison.
Did he place the Wolverines on the opposing side of the map?
If not, it was really close. It was probably on the opposing side of the map.
Because then he didn't get combat reflexes.
Oh, man.
He could have been 1 or 2 squares off. Literally, had he positioned 1 or 2 squares back, I think, he would have gotten combat reflexes. That means Hulk would have had to hit a 19. Yeah. Now, I bet Hulk
had to hit a 19.
But he had a 12 attack?
He starts with a 12, plus 2 perplex from the Ant-Mans, right?
If he... No.
If PJ's going to send in Hulk with a 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either from the Ant-Man or Star Fox.
Right. Because he... Yeah, and the Star Fox has +2 perplex. So he's got access to 4 perplex.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
4 plus stats.
Or probably
and
he
then
uses
the
that
empower
wits.
is basically
Probably uses that wits instead.
Maybe, but I mean, why would you You don't need to. You just need to make sure you hit those attacks.
Toughness. Because otherwise, Quake only does one.
Yeah, but you only need Quake to do one. Because you get to use it
double
twice.
poison.
So you're guaranteeing the hits with a 14 or 15 attack.
Well,
right?
and double poison.
And
right?
the poison, yeah. But you have to get the Quakes off, right, against that squad to get them off the toughness, so that the poison finishes them off when they're sitting on their regen stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
And that's exactly what happened. But yeah, I completely had forgotten about the Star Fox +2. So there's your attack or movement bonus. And yeah, like he's got an 8 leap climb, I think, or a 10 leap climb.
And if necessary, theme team
Yeah,
probs.
10 leap climb. Yeah, and the theme team probs. So he just moves up.
14, Quake.
Slam.
Power action, move,
Slam.
Quake.
Yep.
Boom, boom, and punch.
And does he have to succeed on the breakaway?
Leap climb.
Right.
Gives him a +2.
Leap climbs him a +2, but does he have to succeed on the breakaway when he does, like, so he leap climbs in, right? Quakes. Then you give him a move action. Does he have to succeed on the breakaway to actually move?
I know that there's been a win ruling about this. I believe that the win ruling said no, he does not have to successfully break away.
So yeah, all you have to do is roll the
dice.
breakaway and then Quake again. That was wild, man.
You were not expecting that.
I was not expecting to be that fast.
Well, you're.
I mean, I knew
you
it was
look,
going to
you
be.
look at a team with 3 stop clicks on 3 characters, and you say, okay, he at least should have staying power.
Yep.
So that he can go into the mid to late game. Whenever it's funny, whenever the alpha got out alpha'd, right? That's what happened, right? So he moved up for an alpha, and then he just got smoked.
That Hulk's a beast. All right. Well, I mean, he's got a lot of time.
Let's do it. All right. So
let's.
Who are your favorites this week?
My favorites this weekend for the whole shebang. Oh man, I don't know.
If you don't say me, it's the wrong answer.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start. Number 1 favorite, Wesley Allen Summer.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna go to the distance. He's got the Neo corner edge tech. It's gonna run the field. Nobody's gonna see it coming.
Everyone knows what I'm playing this one.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're playing.
You don't know what I'm playing?
No. If you want to share with everybody.
Sure, I don't mind.
We can actually switch over to commentary cam if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Discussion.
We get the beautiful back room of Lucky Dice Cafe.
We don't really need this anymore, do we? So yeah. What are you running this weekend?
I am running a mid-range figure. Most people right now, I feel like, are committing to either 100 points or less. Lots of swarming tech right now of 100 points or less figures, or they're going the opposite direction entirely, which is north of 200, full dial Goblin King, whatever it is.
Okay.
Right. 150 point Fast Forces Shredder.
All right. Now, what's this guy got going for him?
Probably, I think that he's one of the biggest dark horses out there right now. The final boss trait: opposing characters can't target Shredder with attacks unless they are adjacent, or your force only has characters named Shredder on the map.
All right. Can't target Shredder with attacks unless they are adjacent. Now, that means that, let's say they call in, does the Banshee call in have pulse wave top down?
It does.
It does. So a Banshee, maybe an Iceman.
Yeah, so you could single target or AoE pulse wave him, that's fine.
Okay.
But check out his defensive power.
Stop impervious.
Stop click impervious. And look at the placement on the dial.
Second click.
Second
and
click to last click.
And stop gives you protected
pulse wave outwit.
Really? Wow. So it's gonna hit the stop click, and then that's it.
That's it.
And then they gotta close the distance, and you're sitting on impervious.
Unignorable, unoutwittable impervious.
Right, which means that they've got to come in with an exploit weakness.
Which is
there is not an ID card that has exploit weakness.
And find me a main force meta figure that has exploit.
Well, okay, competitive main force figure.
Goblin?
Goblin King can get it. Which, I mean, Two 75-point Goblin Kings sitting on a symbiote and Carnage to back up.
He's unique. I thought you meant 275.
No. Yeah. 275-point Goblin King.
It's a great match. It really comes down to map choice and the player, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Goblin King sometimes has the...
Goblin King seems like he might be the sort of antithesis to what you have going on.
Right. So
what's your strategy against that?
Acknowledging that, where are they likely to take me? Where do you think that person would do poorly? They're likely to take me like the underground, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's 150 points. Storm ID.
Storm ID.
Storm ID.
What's the Storm ID going to get you?
It's going to get me 150 points Phoenix for Storm. She can blow out a wall and then running shot pulse away.
She can blow out a wall. Is that a special ability?
Trait.
It's a trait. She just gets to. Destroys one. What's supposed to do? Gives Storm a free action when she's indoors. Destroy a wall or square of blocking terrain within range of line of fire. Yeah. And then your single target pulse waving for 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. And then I have main force pulse wave with Lockjaw.
Okay.
And then I have Iceman ID.
All right. So you have access to 3 pulse waves, which you could activate in a single turn because
2. I can activate 2 of them in a single turn. So I have to catch. Yeah. I have to catch him double token, which means luring him in with available points.
Okay.
Now my available points are going to be in my starting zone, which means he has to get past both Shredder and Lockjaw to get there.
Mm-hmm. So you have Shredder 150, Lockjaw's 75 points. You have another 75 points that you're filling out with.
Ironheart.
Very hard to kill.
And an excellent taxi for Shredder.
Excellent taxi for Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd that be?
Ironheart.
Oh, also an extra. Okay, yeah. Because he's footed.
Yeah.
All right.
And she's got the wing symbol.
She's got wing symbol.
Support
Hard to
powers.
kill. Support powers. Outwit. Probability control.
Perplex.
Yeah.
Why not? Right.
Solid.
And then I have the tank because it's the tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then a Tribble and Suited Henchman.
Tribble and Suited Henchman just to.
So
get
Shredder's
ID
trait
cards?
specifically says that he can't. To get more ID cards. But also, Shredder's trait specifically says that he can't be targeted as long as he's not the only character on the map.
Right.
Right? So if I feel like I'm facing a team that's capable of killing, like my Suited Henchman and my Tribble, I can use my Tribble to sort of make sure that he's not the only character.
And Tribble generates more Tribbles. Right? So you just kind of set him off to the side and just get things
Do the
all
thing.
over the place so that Shredder can't go down.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Another big threat that I think a lot of people are talking about is Starro.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with that the Starro?
Starro can't target Shredder.
At all. You can't mind control Shredder.
Unless you're adjacent to him. Which
Right.
how you're going to get Starro adjacent to Shredder, I have no idea.
They've got Retaliators.
Can only retaliate if they can land adjacent.
Man. So they're gonna likely a lot of people are theming Starro, Cosmic, or Ruger.
Yeah, which I'm perfectly fine with
You're okay
fighting a
with?
Star Fox. Shredder again has Precision Strike and Quake with a 4 damage top out. So if I can get the angle off, that's a one shot on the Star Fox. Roll a 6, 22.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits the stop click,
Knockback.
KO'd. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, man. Dang. Well, okay, what do you do against Starro? Just like mind controlling your lock. Well, I guess right. The only like viable attack that you really have is Lockjaw, and he's sitting on like 10 twos for most of his die.
And I have Impervious.
And you have Impervious, so it's, Lockjaw can't do anything. So you've set it up so that they can't hit your Shredder, and you can't hit your Shredder. Well, there's that'll do it.
Yeah, it's the idea. So the real main threat with Lockjaw being on my team versus Starro is actually not him attacking Shredder, because he's going to win map, right? I'm assuming that my opponent's going to win map. So he's going to take me to either the Bifrost or the Ultimate Sacrifice.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because if I roll a 6 on Lockjaw, that's a dead Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I'm going to base Lockjaw with Plasticity.
Base Lockjaw with Plasticity.
Mm-hmm. because if he's adjacent to Shredder, Shredder has plasticity from the symbiote.
Okay. Okay, so you mind control him, right? They go to move, they have to roll breakaway against the plasticity. Yep. Yeah. So as long as they're just hanging out together, he's pretty safe. Yeah. That's not bad,
Same thing with Ironheart.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. So that's like 2 big builds, right? Goblin King, Starro, Blackbird.
Blackbird is easier than one would think. Joker ID is incredibly effective and very underplayed.
Joker ID placing for poison.
Placing for poison, Chair Joker.
Chair Joker.
So are you familiar with Chair Joker?
Camera?
Uh-huh.
Not really, no. Let's pull him up.
Chair Joker is the best Avengers chase.
The best Avengers chase.
Scroll down.
Let's scroll down.
59. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So top dial comes in Stealth, Blades, Mastermind. The Joker can use Ranged Combat Expert and Improved Targeting ignores characters. When the Joker hits with an attack, hit characters are each given up to 2 action tokens. Okay. He's also sitting on a couple traits. The Joker can use Poison. When he does, damage dealt to characters with a lower point value is penetrating damage. Other characters can't use Precision Strike when attacking the Joker.
And he has Stop Click Mastermind.
Stop. The Joker can use Mastermind.
He's the best Avengers chase.
Sure.
Right? Fair?
Yeah,
fair? Is that fair? Yeah.
So he's going to come in, you're going to call in Joker just to get off the poison?
Poison, plus I have 3 sources of outwit on my team. Ironheart, Shredder, Lockjaw. So I can outwit any Wolverine's willpower and one-shot him with the Joker.
Okay. So you hit him, give him 2 tokens.
And he dies.
Because he takes 3, goes to stop click, pushes. That's actually really good.
For the other really, really good thing about...
but that's only 1 Wolverine.
Well, sure, but that's where his intimidation comes into effect.
Intimidation. Off of the...
Joker ID.
Joker ID.
They don't have it in
They don't have it in there? No? What is the inspiration?
So
the intimidation?
So intimidation, for in case some people are listening that may not be familiar, intimidation is the opposite of an inspiration, meaning that opposing figures within 3 squares of the character whenever he's called in cannot use the power listed on the intimidation. So in this case, it's perplex.
All right, Headmaster.
Precisely.
Show me what you got.
Precisely.
Wow.
So what do they do if they can't perplex up?
They try to hit you.
Against my shape change impervious.
Right.
Or my stop click mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
Masterminding onto probably Lockjaw.
Right. Who just doesn't care. Yep. Yeah. So he's an effective attacker to take out and score some points. Take out 1 Wolverine.
Or the Blackbird.
Or the Blackbird entirely. Range Combat Expert, all into damage.
Double token.
Double token. That's 5 plus 1.
6.
And that KOs
The Blackbird.
the Blackbird. Wow. And then Cyclops hops out, and he's ornery.
Okay.
He can't target Shredder. He can't KO Lockjaw. He can't KO the Joker. Yeah. You just kind of laugh.
That's kind of why I play the Joker, because I like to laugh.
Yeah. Well, that's like the 3 big builds of the weekend, probably.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan.
Yeah. So it's very well positioned. It's technical for sure.
Because the other...
The biggest issue is, does Shredder have a range?
4.
4? So mostly it's just ID card calling in. You're scoring some points, getting up, and then just kind of forcing them to close the distance, and in return.
And he has sidestep breakaway. So he has sidestep with the symbiote. So just, you finally got close.
Automatically breaks away.
Yeah, fuck away.
Mm-hmm. Right. So charge is really his counter, his hard counter.
Yeah, which I'm okay with because he has mid-dial combat reflexes and 2 stop clicks with impervious.
With impervious, right? And I have not seen a lot of
there isn't
chargey ID cards. Nobody's playing Colossus.
There are 2 really, really good charge ID cards.
Wolverine.
And all new.
Wolverine. That's true. Okay. So Wolverine, yeah, that's a given.
And I'm probably going to be the only person in the finals playing all Wolverine.
Yeah. No, only Wolverine call in just for Jonathan.
So again, the Pog is really, really good with Shredder's trait because the Pog's hard to kill. So it's about keeping that engine going, right?
Mm-hmm. Just making sure that the Shredder doesn't go down.
Right. Also the double tap.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever side of the map I'm on, right?
Okay. So you charge with only Wolverine, generate a Jonathan, get another attack in. The following turn, now you can push him, KO him. He comes back.
He never leaves the board.
Never leaves the board. Just doesn't leave the board. Okay, so you can't.
I've activated his trait.
That's it.
Move on.
All right. Wow. So those are your ID cards. Only Wolverine.
No Wolverine.
No Wolverine. Just only Wolverine. Joker. Storm. Iceman. Anything else? Harley Quinn. Title Harley.
Oh yeah.
-2 energy explosion.
Yeah. 13 attack energy explosion that gives action tokens. Again, kills Lockjaw.
Kills Lockjaw.
Star Fox.
Kills Star Fox. Possibly kills any Wolverine that has an action token.
Kill. It hurts X-Men bad.
Oh no, they have willpower, yeah.
But it hurts X-Men really
But it
bad.
hurts, yeah. 2 damage across the board. Yeah.
And again, I can always outwit the Wolverine.
Yeah, with 3 sources of outwit, and most people aren't playing 3 Wolverines anymore. I think it's right. The favored build is a Cyclops, 2 Wolverines, 2 Moiras, Blackbird, ID cards. So yeah, there's a lot there, right? It really covers the bases in a very balanced way, right?
The other threat that I really had in mind was actually George Massey's build. Any sort of Green Arrow attack, right?
Sure.
Which is all useless.
Right. Green Arrow can't do anything, right? So once he gets close, he can't hit with a range attack, which can't shut off your defense.
I could almost just sort of trolly get within 3 and start shooting you because it's funny.
Because it's funny, yeah, right? Now, with a George Massey style build, him coming in with a Sam Cap.
So what's Sam Cap going to call him?
I mean, I would think
Wolverine. And then he's going to hit me to my stop play.
And there's really no access to outwit on that build. So you can't, right? You can't outwit stoplets anyway, so it's just impervious. Impervious shape change. 2d6 rollouts, right? Also, let's say Wolverine hits you with the first attack, you don't shape change. He's got a blaze over top of the impervious, which then just drops you back into the combat reflexes. It's a really difficult figure to fight through. No, he doesn't have outwit top dial.
Right. But first turn move up, equip. Second turn call ambush.
Okay. So you're like,
if I need to.
If you need to. Do you have access to another leadership?
No, I do not.
No.
I don't need it.
So if you do that, then you're down to 3 actions.
So my headmasters have leadership?
Okay. Now, if you call in a headmaster, the following turn, you don't get access to that leadership. They leave from that.
The following turn, yes. But I get access to leadership on the turn that they're there. So they essentially create their own 4th action.
Okay. Because all they have to do is be there. Yeah. All right. That's pretty solid. I look forward to seeing it on the table.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
move the map a little bit?
If you want to, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all on camera.
Okay,
so it's
that's
good.
fine because it looks nice, but that's fine.
Yeah. We're picking it back up again. This is the Friday Super Qualifier 300-point ROC Age Limited. We've got the semifinals, the Lucas Van Hollen versus Kevin Nelson. Kevin Nelson is playing Goblin King, Symbiote, and a Gamma Bomb. Lucas has a sort of undying tech of a different sort with Mistress Death, Lockjaw, Mini Shredder, Ironheart, Mjolnir. He's TKing Mjolnir and equipping it to Mistress Death, which is pretty standard practice.
Yeah,
She's got a 10 range. When she hits, they get a death token.
Yep, that's how.
And it doubles damage dealt
Immediately.
So she hits and goes from two damage to a 4 damage.
Yep.
And then anybody else picking anything up, double damage, which is considerable.
Yeah.
This is an interesting undying tech because I mean you can take Mistress Death out and you score
100 points
100
each
points
time.
every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other side, Goblin King, right? Probably
Very
tripling
simple.
down on D6 rollouts, right? Choosing like Impervious Super Senses.
Yeah, probably.
And having Shape Change.
Shape change, yep.
The automatic breakaway is pretty big.
Yeah.
And the plasticity.
If Lockjaw picks plasticity for any reason, he will not be able to break away automatically because they are the same size.
Okay.
So that is important if Lucas wants to keep them locked in.
Locked down.
Yeah. And then the Gamma Bomb is on, I believe Kevin's playing the Gamma Bomb?
Yeah, Kevin's playing the Gamma Bomb, and he's got it deep in Lucas's territory there. And I saw Lucas make this similar play when he was against PJ, where PJ had put it in nearly the same spot. I think it's like one square off. And Lucas just sat back and waited for it to count down.
You know, this is one of the problems I think in this placement is that Gamma Bomb doesn't reach the starting zone. So Lucas, as you can see, he's already recognized it. That's why he moved everyone to the back row.
Yeah.
So this is one of the problems with not doing your due diligence on counting squares and stuff, because that one square is the difference between all four of those guys taking at least one, probably. And
Gamma Bomb deals 3 damage when it goes off.
Yeah.
Which nobody's really gonna take damage.
Well,
I mean,
there is a
Death is gonna
chance,
take a hit.
but there is a chance that Ironheart dies.
Yeah.
So
and that's exactly what happened in the game against PJ. Is that Lucas rolled a 1 and Ironheart was KO'd. It put him on the back foot, and he's got to close the gap.
So now it's a 0% now.
Yeah.
Like it went from whatever 16% rolling that 1 for her to die to being 0% because now you can't
hit
Gamma Bomb. So that placement's off. Now he'll be down 5-0. Now the onus is on him to run across the map. And that's usually not what Goblin King wants. Usually he's gonna pick something off a little and just wait.
Yeah.
But looks like he's gonna have to go clear across the map.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go deep now, and he's also gonna have to take the Gamma Bomb into consideration, right? He's not gonna want to set it up early because there's no way to do it and escape the damage.
Right. So right now if you look what Kevin did, he moved Goblin King back, so he's gonna wait until the Gamma Bomb goes off too. So they're both gonna clear everything. The only difference is Kevin's down 5 points.
Kevin's down 5 points, yeah.
So if you're gonna give up 5 points in that, you might as well try to get damage if you can. See, look, there's the.
It looks like they.
Those are the markers. Those look like the markers for the.
For the Gamma Bomb.
Oh,
I think what they've done is they've just fast forwarded through the game and said we're both going to pass until the Gamma Bomb goes off.
Yep.
And now we'll just kind of pick it up then, instead of having to wait through every turn. Yeah.
Is there a chat on? Do you have a chat at all?
Yeah.
So you can see, because people might ask some stuff. Oh, what's up, Robert?
This is Robert.
Yeah. They can hear us, right?
Yeah, of course they can hear us, but
Yeah.
all 5 viewers.
Nice.
Yeah, and, I mean, this is a good start for Friday. Like, this semifinals is a little bit slower, but I expect it's going to pick up. Now, all of this terrain on the right side of the map
everything
is clear. So, there's nowhere to hide unless you're, like, in stealthing and hindering.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody on he just chose stealth and prob. Nobody on Lucas's team has improved targeting.
Yeah, no. And you, I believe for Mjolnir, I think you need to see them, right? So
you have to have line of fire from.
Yeah.
Right?
So then she won't be able to hit unless she's right next to them.
Okay. Now, Lucas has Lockjaw, which he can get TK from.
Yeah.
So he can.
He can.
He can close the gap.
He can close the gap, exactly.
But like you said, he's also going to want to be using Lockjaw to keep Goblin King in one place.
Did he pick? Is he attacking right here?
Yeah.
Did he not pick stealth?
He picked stealth.
Hmm.
Maybe
they don't realize that.
Kevin doesn't realize that. Yeah, he needs line of fire.
And this is gonna be kind of weird for people who are watching. It's gonna like they're on these blocking terrain.
Right.
It's all hindering, guys.
Yeah.
Everything.
If he misses, he's done for.
I don't think he's gonna pulse. Doesn't look like it. Is he a running shot? Is he gonna running shot and just shoot? Oh, is he gonna shoot Ironheart?
Yeah.
Maybe shooting Ironheart. It looks like an Ironheart shot.
12 on a 19.
Seems like Ironheart, but.
Shot at Lockjaw.
Wait a minute.
Lockjaw was on click 6 and he hit him with an in cap.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's a huge swing back in Kevin's favor.
That's the wow, that I don't think he can win now. I really don't. Because he doesn't have any way to TK Mistress Death around.
Yeah.
She doesn't have movement attacks.
So she's always going to be one step behind. Yeah. Chasing him down. And it looks like
wow,
he just missed another attack with Mistress Death. Goblin King is double token. But yeah, now there's no mobility.
Oh, that's what the
you can carry Mistress Death around with Ironheart.
You can, yeah.
But once now Goblin King, all he has to do is go back to his side of the map and just wait behind the blocking.
I believe, I want to say those are nightmare tokens. Are they not? That Mr. Death has?
Every time she misses, yeah.
Because I don't know what that token is behind.
It must be a nightmare token.
It must be nightmare.
Which is modify attack value by -1. So she goes from a 10.
She's 12 to 11.
12 to 11.
12 to 11. And then she's got to hit an 11 on 19. That's really hard.
11 on a 19.
With no prob.
Yeah, with no prob through invincible shape change. Which is not going to be doing much of any damage.
Oh, yeah, shape change too.
Yeah. And Goblin King can just regen.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm happy that Kevin's still in it to score points, score more points.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's
unnecessary.
The only way, at this point the points don't matter because it's single elimination.
Yeah.
So Lucas has to go all in and he's got to take a lot of chances.
Yeah.
But Kevin's gonna try to finish him. Oh,
that is a crit miss. That's a start.
That's actually really big because he goes from a 19 to 18.
To an
Mr.
18.
Death can do it. Mr. Death can do it now.
He's got a chance.
He goes to side step.
Right. He's got to get him off the invincible so Mini Shredder can start doing work.
Shape change.
Misses the shape change.
And miss.
Table prob.
And that's a hit.
Oh. He
nope,
probs it.
Prob, and it's got to be a hit. Yeah, that's probably a hit.
It hits for 4.
Ooh,
so he's got the death token, and that puts him onto impervious.
Oh, then here comes Mini.
There's Mini Shredder stepping in.
Be rough.
Oh, wow.
Ironheart might as well take a shot.
Kevin's getting punished for trying to keep going,
Yeah. The bad move was that he crit miss on a push.
Oh, was it a push?
It's a push. That's the second token.
That's the second token.
So now, Lucas when he clears, Lucas has another shot to kill him. Oh, shape change. And here we go. That's probably dead. No, you're gonna take 1 or 2. Oh, because it's
Mini Shredder's making the attack.
but it's death. Death token.
Oh,
touch of death. So he took 4. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Lucas is just going all out, swinging.
Yeah, he didn't need to attack. That's true. He didn't need to attack because he was winning. Like you were saying, he should have ran back.
Yep.
But he's a finisher.
Yeah. And that's like the big difference in the sort of like meta game that occurs between Swiss and single elimination, right? In Swiss, you want to score as many points as you need to,
because you might not make the cut.
And Kevin might still be in that mindset.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
The thing is, he's 3-0 coming into this.
Yeah.
So
True.
like, it's unfortunate for him to have such a good run through the Swiss rounds.
Yeah.
Only to make this sort of like
Yeah.
player not meta play error. You know?
It's just it would just be a strategic. That's all. I mean, the fact that he didn't need to get these points. It's just a strategic error because let's say he hit and he's like way up.
Yeah.
But he missed on a crit miss. Made it made it worse.
Misses on a crit miss with the push so that he's got nowhere to go.
So he's got a couple times here. Let's see. I think he hits.
Yep.
All right. Oh, so she pushes. Oh. She's gonna push onto Prob.
Rolls for the damage.
I don't know why they did that because he doesn't want to push, but all right, Mr. Death, here we go. And
he's
the shape
counting
change.
out the Prob. Gets the shape change.
Gets it. Okay, so he's
still
there.
alive. I mean,
Mini. All right, here comes Mini for a lot. Nope, that's a crit miss.
That's he's got a reroll.
He probbed it. No, that's a hit.
That hits.
Looks like
for a lot more. Impervious.
Imperv for death maybe. Because he'll take 4. But Mini has a precision strike, so he'll take 1 no matter what.
Yeah.
Or he takes 2. 1, 2,
3, 4.
Jesus, how much damage is he doing?
Mini's got.
He's doing 2.
2. 4 damage, maybe.
Maybe Goblin King was on a different power than we thought.
Yeah.
Oh, she died. Wow, the 2 Undyings died.
Right.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, if Goblin King can get out of there, like
Goblin King might have to pick Steel Energy to heal because he's
Steel Energy
probably dead.
And just swing back up.
He might have to do hyper and.
Why not just phase?
Yeah.
I mean, he automatically breaks away.
But he's oh no, he's winning, so he could phase. He would phase.
Yeah.
But Mr. Dead does have 10. I believe she hits all the way across on this side.
Yeah. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Almost. So
Almost.
he needs to phase.
Needs to phase
Completely on the other side.
Yeah, to like the
But if
south
she
corner.
centralizes in the middle of the map, she can hit everywhere.
Right. Yeah, Kevin going deep into Lucas's territory where everything's open terrain is just really this is really set him behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Oh, he's attacking.
Swinging.
That looks like a hit.
Takes 2.
I wonder if he's picking Flurry. Oh, Hyper. I figured he's picking Hyper. Yeah, that's what he has to do. That's what. Oh, he's not far enough. You know what though? He doesn't move that far, so that's why.
Yeah. He doesn't move that far. Plus, I mean, he's got the hindering.
Okay. Well.
So.
She goes. Oh, it's done. Because she's just gonna go there and he's just gonna sidestep.
Yeah.
And then kill him. That's gonna be game. Boom. All right. It's done. It might be done. But he's either way. He's like either 1 or 2 clicks from death. He's got it. He's picking region on a push. Now Mr. Death can just push.
Swing.
Let's see it. And
he's gonna get the bonus.
There's an empower.
The stat bonuses from Mjolnir plus
the
empower
he's
up of
6.
Shredder.
He's taking like 8. Oh my gosh. I think he's dead.
Misses the shape change.
It's 8 damage if he hits.
11 out of 17 hits.
That's it. Game's over. 8 damage.
For 4 damage.
It's gonna be 6. Oh, it's
Somehow,
invincible. He might have invincible. He
Yeah.
might have picked invincible. Then that makes sense. Oh, he missed. Oh,
That's
he got
game.
him. He got him. Wow.
That's it.
That was crazy.
Here it comes. I think Lucas might be.
Oh, now they straighten it out.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it was so fast,
it was so
right?
fast,
Yeah.
Goblin
Just
King.
back and forth,
Like
especially.
Goblin King died. Right? Unless
King, yeah,
unless
no.
there's like a some kind of discussion happening.
They
There's
should.
something going on. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Wow.
Yeah. The crit miss was big,
There's
but
a-
also just playing it out.
There's a good chance. So it's going to be. We'll see a
I think I
rematch.
heard Kevin say something about being on the stream and like wanting to play it out because he's on camera,
Okay.
which
That
is
makes it, yeah.
which is admirable.
For sure.
But I think that, I mean, there's no
Yeah.
pressure,
No.
right, to keep the game going. We're here.
Yeah,
to sort of-
exactly.
So it's unfortunate that if that's
Yeah.
the case, but he had a
Well,
really good run,
Yeah.
and I mean, shoot, he took down Ironheart and Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Right, like-
the lockjaw, the in-cap lockjaw was a crazy one.
Yeah, that was great.
And then the Ironheart rolling like a 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's either he's gonna be playing the X-Men or PJ again. Lucas lost to him last time they played.
Against PJ.
PJ, yeah.
Yep.
So that we'll see if he has a different plan against that. But
Mhm.
against the X-Men, I feel like he has a harder time because the Wolverines have stop clicks and they have free attacks, so they can come over and just flurry. There's 3 of them too.
Right. 3
They
Wolverines.
can flurry
Each of
everyone.
them has charge flurry,
Mhm.
plus a free attack if you damage.
Leadership perplex.
And Banshee's
Banshee's
backing
there.
them up, shutting off Invincible, Impervious, Invulnerable, and Super Senses.
There is a chance that like Mini just dies and Lockjaw
Yeah.
gets hit a lot because that's
You just flurry through
it's like
Lockjaw.
6 attacks. Lockjaw's dead.
Yeah.
With 4 attacks, I think Mini's dead if he rolls well on his blades.
Yeah.
Or he could just farm Mr. Death, but I figure
You also have the
Mini's gonna
perplexes
die.
from the Headmaster.
Yeah, that's what- yeah,
So there's a
that's-
chance
yep.
of like ignoring blades and
ugh,
just roll,
that's
like
crazy.
rolling for 3s.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That's
just perplexing damage because if he gets a leadership, they're gonna get to a 12 attack. The Wolverines because they have the
Right.
X-Men
X-Men
blue
blue.
18.
Yep. And he's got 3 chances of rolling leadership.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I mean, if he hits all of them, that's 14s for however much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So should be interesting.
Yeah. It's several people were playing the Wolverine build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's there's only 14 players, but it was a good mix. There were a couple Super Skrulls in there.
Mhm.
Copycat, a lot of Undying tech like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I saw a couple teams with Resurrection Man, Dead Man combos.
Mhm.
One of them had Haha Joker, the other one had Lockjaw. It was
Yep.
like the last bit.
it's this is why in regular Rock Age that we do for Majestics,
Mhm.
Copycat and Resman are on there because having Resman on in Rock Age, just even in general like limited, there's gonna be no way to get. It's almost no way to get points
Yeah.
because Deadman and Resman.
Mhm.
That's almost impossible to get any points from them. And then
Right.
your third guy is either going to be Joker at 50, so you might maybe get 50, maybe,
Maybe.
and then or Lockjaw,
Right.
and you have to hit him 6 times.
Mhm.
So
And
that
the other two are just doing
Yeah.
work that whole
yes,
time.
exactly, and there's objects there. So we'll see how
Yeah.
the finals
Yep.
goes
Resurrection Man and Copycat are both on the
on the ban list. Yeah, yeah.
What are the other figures that you've
there's on
decided?
there. There's Super Skrulls on there, although he might come off now.
Okay.
We'll see.
So, I guess what would be the
The reason
for
is
that?
because he's too efficient for his points.
Okay.
He picks 4 powers. He resurrects. He's got a deep dial, and he brings back other people's.
Right.
That's a big problem.
What would be the reason for taking him off the ban list? And bringing him back
There were 2 Super Skrulls here, and they didn't do as well.
on? Okay.
So
sure. Maybe
uh,
he's
yeah,
in a
like,
more balanced field.
things like Lockjaw
Mhm.
they don't give him the tokens because he doesn't actually damage them. Like Ironheart, same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he does take more damage when he picks his powers.
Yeah. And that's
but
something
we'll
I've
see.
noticed a lot of people miss is that even if he doesn't pick powers,
No, they you don't roll.
you don't.
Yeah, no, they changed that.
They change it. Okay.
You have to pick a power.
Okay.
The others we have team bases.
Okay. Yeah. Notorious.
Book of the Skull. The Morphing Jar, I believe it's whatever the Yu-Gi-Oh piece that switches everybody.
Watches the
Yeah, that
starting areas. I
one.
think it's Morphing Jar.
Yeah, and then Orange Power Battery,
Okay.
Ophidian, and obviously Faust.
Hmm.
I think there's 10 things on there. We just took off Jakeem recently.
Yeah. Which he's taken.
Yeah,
a
he's
lot
taken
of
all the
hits.
hit. Yeah, and then the main thing that did was when they added. We're also throwing shape change.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well then.
Like,
He's
He's
then he's fine.
He can't choose.
He can't,
His
yeah, he can't do
anymore.
any of that. Okay, we're
Yeah.
okay, cool. And now they have the new rules where you can outwit them, like outwit. You can outwit the
Outwit
powers
the
now.
powers,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all right. He's fine. Super Scroll is, like Adam Friedman has made an argument he should come off. So we'll see. I think we'll see.
Super Scroll's 170.
He's 170.
170.
Yeah.
And
Jakim's 140.
Jakeem's 140. Right? But also a prime.
He's a prime, so you can play
Right.
Super Scroll with a prime.
Yeah.
So
fit in a
we'll see
400,
how that goes. It's very very efficient, almost too efficient. So, I guess that's it. Huh?
Yeah.
Until next round.
Until next round, right? The finals.
Yeah.
It was again kind of a quick match.
It's quick,
you know?
man. You're limited. That's how it
It's
is.
just I mean, dude, when it was PJ versus Isaac, and it was
Yeah.
literally
Turn 2.
turn 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
the game was over. 3
Yeah.
turns.
Yeah.
That's probably the shortest game of
Yeah, I
Heracles
know.
I've ever watched.
Well, we'll be ready if he's in the finals. Cause
Yeah, right. I'll have everything.
We'll be set
preset.
up.
All right.
Cool, man.
Yeah, we'll take it back to.
See you guys later.
Thanks.
Okay, so we'll agree on that.
Sure.
All right. Are we starting? Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
I don't
They
think
just
I don't
shook.
think
They're running it.
I don't think he minded the conversation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rocktober. I am your ASMR commentator, Edward the Dark Logo Shelton. Here with my good friend from Stratagem, Wes, the also awesome player.
You left Team Stratagem out of your video.
Dude, real talk, I didn't know what y'all's lineup was outside of you, Easton, and Howard because of the whole Heraclix weird thing. So I didn't want to.
It's awkward, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
So we just accepted and move on.
Lockjaw chooses TK, bringing the Mjolnir over to Mr. Steph.
Is there a point that Lockjaw never picks TK on first turn?
When you don't have an object to equip?
That is correct, sir.
So yeah, PJ won map roll and has taken him to Crossfire Canyon. I think the last time they matched up in the Swiss, he took him to the underground caverns.
So
Why do you think he's brought him to Crossfire Canyon?
Because
this time
he's
around?
trying to get more ants adjacent. He probably figured out that giving up the choke is more advantageous, so that he can get more ants adjacent to Mistress Death. Because if Mistress Death has to keep swinging on ants, it doesn't matter if she clears; she's going to bring more and more ants up.
It doesn't matter. And she doesn't clear off the ants anyways because they're not standard characters.
Now, do you think that giving Mistress Death a more wide open map gives Lucas the opportunity to get an alpha strike?
I think that PJ's engagement is so quick and so heavy that it doesn't really make a difference whether or not it's open or closed, right?
Yeah.
I think that he's just going to base him with ants, base him with the Hulk. It's going to be the same match either way. The only difference is, I think for PJ, is that Star Fox has more lines of fire.
Well, if Star Fox has more line of fire, the other thing you have to think about too is if PJ ever feels like he wants to go into a defensive position against Lucas's team, he can just produce a crap ton of ants for a brief period for 1 or 2 turns. Because he does have Captain America, so Captain America can do his power action, make one that Ant-Man's move, generate an ant, and then just start surrounding himself with ants and just say, "Hey, Lucas, come at me and rush off Pulse Wave."
These ants are standard size.
They're standard size.
With the flight ability, but not the wing symbol.
Only if
Wasp
is on the field.
If Wasp gives them flight plus 3 speed and stealth.
And he's got Wasp gives all 3 of those passive bonuses.
Yes.
Jeez.
Plus 3 movement, flight,
Stealth.
See, we got. See him here, right?
And of course, the flight ability now grants carry.
which
Generating swapping into
dumb.
lab coat Hank Pym.
Say again?
What do you know the passive
That's
bonus?
Empower.
Empower. All right,
Yeah.
so it looks like PJ might be arming up for.
Yeah, it's preparing, right?
What PJ is doing by switching to Hank Pym, I'm trying to be as quiet as I possibly can.
you can lean in and
Because my voice travels. If y'all don't hear me, just put a Edward talk louder in the chat. But the issue is that when you switch to Hank Pym, unless PJ comes in and pulse waves him or outwits him, he's going to be protected.
No. What he did is he moved Cap up with he moved Star Fox up with Cap, and now he has the Empower. So he's flurrying 14 for 6. Star Fox.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, that is a
Effective combo.
very effective play.
yeah.
Did he miss?
No, he didn't.
How do
He
you measure
flurried
the 14
twice.
attack?
But he swung twice on Lockjaw.
Why did he attack Lockjaw? I wonder.
Why wouldn't he attack Mr.
Somebody got shape change.
No. Oh, okay. So Mr.
Somebody got shape
Mr.
change.
Steph
Mr. Death has
So
shape change.
has shape change.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Otherwise, that's potentially one dead. That actually is one dead mistress. No, she has toughness on first click.
But flurry. 4/6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has to land it twice. That's
It's still dead.
Super dead.
Super dead.
no, because it's
14 for 6 twice.
No, 14 for 6 twice is yes.
No.
No,
So
I
so
agree.
0 to 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5, 6.
Yeah, but she'll be on last click if she missed if he hits the first time.
Oh, because
She'll be on last click, and
But
then,
he didn't hit at all, obviously, because of the shape change.
Yeah, she'll have super sense on last click.
Mm-hmm.
You need some
Shape
people back here that know how to play HeroClix.
I know.
So y'all go and sit down.
Sure. Let's put the
I was about to say we have
the man with the plan.
the world champion and our great host, Mr. Howard Brock here.
Howard Brock has just stepped into the booth. Everybody, the
And
crowd goes wild.
Somebody else that has a voice that can carry more than my own.
Yeah.
Who won that choice?
PJ.
PJ did. He's got a +5, +6 theme team. The Avengers.
It's good to see Ants having a lasting effect on the meta.
Is that what he played? The Ants?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
played 2
Ants
Wasps.
Ants are great.
2 Wasps, Fast Forces Hulk, Fast Forces Cap, Star Fox, Mjolnir.
The question is, of 2 Wasps, would that increase your move? No, but level 3.
Well, remember, though, that they can carry each other. The Ants can carry each other because they don't have to fight symbol, right? So the -1 +3, it actually nets a +3.
+3, yeah.
They just start.
What the heck just happened? Like Blink.
Mistress Death and Ironheart. Ironheart just carried Mistress Death up behind our logo there.
This is
Yeah.
only for people who know how to play clicks.
Oh, I gotta go.
Come on back.
Yeah.
Bless.
Lucas is taking
Frustrating.
it slow, right?
Well,
Taking it slow coming
But
forward.
he's going to continue to get lit up. Lucas really, I think, in their last matchup, benefited from the fact that he had cover.
Mhm.
This is a repeat.
Yeah, yep.
PJ beat him the first time.
Yeah, Underground Cavern. Yeah.
Here comes Flurry.
It's got to feel bad whenever you lose on both.
Oh,
Underground
yeah,
and
missed the
open.
shape
Is that it?
change.
What is
Just
this roll?
shape change.
Yep.
Yeah, so last click. Go for the second attack.
Do
Comes
the
out with
thing.
super senses.
Didn't roll the shape change on the second attack.
Because
No, he doesn't
did.
have it. Yeah, super senses.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's why we were looking at it.
So that's
briefly.
for
That's dead.
Yeah, that's
that's-
100 points.
that's 100 points.
Painful.
Yeah, but the worst part is now Mistress Death is nowhere near offensively capable as she was. So
So
Yeah, this is wild, man. Because
His-
he can't. He's got to like try and edge around the map or like go down, but Hulk just picks up the
It's-
slack
it's
whenever
not
he tries
it's
to
not
close
really
the
a
gap.
possible thing, right?
Yeah.
So to me,
Because like Hulk swings for 7,
Right.
right? It's a 14-7. So he tries to close the gap. Hulk just jumps in with the ants and says, "Get the back," you know. And if he
wait,
tries,
you're here? Oh, I'm so sorry.
if he tries to skirt around with Mr. Seth, Star Fox just goes, "All right, flurry."
well, let's take it another step further. Like if there's any other sort of interesting combinations or complications that PJ has to deal with, it's like, oh, are you on the edge of elevation? I'm just about to knock you over. Take an additional 2. Like,
And the ability just to sidestep up the ants with stealth to block off line of fire to Star Fox is just silly good.
or just protect anybody.
Right. That
At this
Armor,
point,
just like I
they
said
can
before,
they can
yeah.
carry Hulk, and then you can power action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So PJ's, I think the ROC token there in the middle of the map to the like right middle is the gamma. They just have it set aside, and are clicking it. He's
Are there
got a
2
Star
gamma
Fox
bombs?
positioned
There are 2
right outside. No, it's just the
2
one gamma bomb that PJ's playing.
Lucas's build, I think, is awkward because he's not really getting the opportunity to take advantage of Mistress Death's trade move tokens, right?
Not in this matchup.
Well, I mean, not in a lot of matchups, right? Because
Well, he's smart.
oh, did he?
He beat me because I have a bunch of low point dudes.
Well, okay, so if he has the opportunity to snipe off people, then it's really, really good for him because he gets to take advantage of token removal.
Yeah.
I think that Mistress Death, and I think that this is one of the things that made Kenny's team really good, is that he had the ability to kill his own standard figures. And the ability to kill your own standard figures to remove tokens off Mistress Death, I think, is pretty dope.
Yeah.
So, for example, like
Yeah.
Suited Henchman, 5-point Suited Henchman. Why wouldn't you just run a couple of those and, hey, I'm going to remove a token. Hey, I'm
Sure.
going to remove a token.
Yeah.
Sacrifice 5 points. You're giving the points anyways. You're
The-
running death.
The question comes in back with that is you have to have leadership so that you have the actions to do that, or else you're functionally restricting yourself to 2 actions per turn.
Leadership is like candy.
Leadership is like candy, but we're looking at 30. Let's just say at minimum 35-point investment. But that's
It's a 25-point investment.
25-point investment. 2 suited henchmen is 35.
Yeah.
But still, what's wrong with that? For
Well, you
2 turns, I get
Get
to
it down
remove
to
a token.
30 up and right.
Oh,
Limited.
not in this format.
No. Oh, okay.
But still, I'm okay with that. To be able to take
That is one thing. I think the other thing in this matchup that it becomes really tough is that you cannot use lockjaw defensively. Like you can't put up barrier. You can't really do anything. If you had stealth,
Oh,
could've-
okay. Mini Shredder got up into Hulk's business and took him off the 12.
That's big.
It was big.
See, I
And he's running, right, so plasticity gets him a -2, but he gets a +1 for Mini Shredder being tiny. So he's got a -1 to his breakaway.
but a
+2 for the
from
leap climb, so he's got a +1 to his breakaway.
No, it's
+1 after all the math.
yeah,
+2, -2, +1.
But look at the positioning. He's in a bad position because all Hulk just has to do is drop over 1 and knock Mini against the wall.
Yeah.
So,
Combat reflexes on
Oh.
Mini, yeah.
but he's out in the open. Does he have any outwit? He just needs to go to Hank Pym or any of those other.
Well, I
Ant-Man.
think it depending on if Star Fox is double token, if he's not, just power action start with Cap and
Yeah.
blast him into oblivion.
Yeah, you could do that too.
If you're gonna go after Mini, right? Like you get the ants up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
this is-
7
and again, the
7 damage straight through takes him.
the
resets
the
him,
follow
right?
ability with the Ant-Man is critical, right?
Mhm.
The running Ant-Man, right? So you just get him up there, and even if Mini can get away with plasticity, it doesn't matter. You're not going to poison my ants to death because they also are addicted to you. And whenever Mini stops, they follow.
Oh. TK and Star Fox. So that's 1.
He's going for the Star Fox and Mini.
Yeah.
Right? So PJ's rolling breakaway off of the Hulk. Gets it. He's going deep.
Why not?
Yeah.
He's farming points.
He doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't really need to farm points of this. Did he get shape change?
Oh, shape change, yeah.
Yeah, shape change. Like,
Why not just go after Mini?
oh, that signal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Troll.
No.
Oh, no, wait, did he bat signal because he put him back? Or?
Oh no.
No, it's no bat signal.
Put in a
Okay,
second.
I
There
was-
there is a bat signal. I think he just
That's what I'm saying.
can't
Did he
activate,
bat signal?
which is why,
He can't activate it.
Why not?
right? Because he never generates an amp and just keeps it at the bat signal. I haven't seen him do it, and it's just like
Why not?
it's one of the the main points of having the bat signal and ants. Just have a free character to process.
Whose whole
Right.
job is to. Same thing with the Gamma Bomb,
I
right?
think the issue
Just put
is
an ant by the
Oh.
Gamma Bomb and keep on rolling.
PJ doesn't even care if Hulk dies. He just said it. I don't even care if he dies.
Well, why would he? Right?
It's
but,
50
It's
points.
50 points.
but if you also
It's it's one less thing, right? It's one less thing that Lucas has to clear from the board, right? Once Lucas clears all pointed figures, the game's over.
So who's already dead?
Mr. Death died.
It's
once.
just died once, right? But she's not KO'd. She's not off the map,
Ironheart?
right?
Ironheart's dead?
Ironheart.
And Mini Shredder's dead.
No, is
Iron
Mini Shredder
Heart's-
dead?
Mini Shredder's dead? Star Fox still.
Oh,
Oh, is that Mini Shredder right
where is Mini Shredder?
Ironheart's still there. It's top of the map.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ironheart's on
Mini
top.
Shredder was down, but
Is
he
he
moved back
over there in
to,
the stealth?
to get Hulk? Yeah.
So Lucas has only
Oh,
lost.
yeah. Hulk's down. Lucas is down by 50 points now that Hulk's dead.
The only way so going back to the ant thing is the main reason I could see why there wasn't an ant left is that your early tempo, if you're going for that empower and taking stuff off the map, you don't have that advantage. It's a tempo advantage that you at first. So like later on, that would be true if, let's just say, Lucas got aggressive, started coming onto the other side of the map.
Yeah, which is what he did, and PJ responded by moving Star Fox up and taking a couple shots and resetting her.
And yeah,
Right,
So I think the play.
but then he left his he basically just threw away his Hulk for no reason.
He did.
this is fun.
He did.
Like
Right.
this is
Yeah.
a for fun match.
Sure. Yeah.
This is neither of them. I would say functionally need the win.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The super qualifier today is just to have a good time. Rock
Yeah,
cage 300 limited. Like.
Yeah,
But why not? Why not play out the strat?
It's your teammate, right? Competitive.
yeah.
Oh, they're on the same. They're on
Yeah.
the same team. Okay.
You just
So he obviously TK'd back the that signal into a starting zone, right?
with probably Hank
Ant-Man.
Pym.
Yeah.
Hank Pym.
Yeah. So why wouldn't he just TK it next to an ant, right? And he could still get his powers and still do what he needs to do.
Your 8 levels of professionalism here at Rockto.
Heck yeah, man. You gotta have music.
Music
Yeah.
makes
Otherwise,
the
it's just a
people
bunch of dudes sitting around talking.
Oh yeah, I got the
Yeah.
makes the
Professional.
people sing. Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah, I remember this one. That and her one video that just made you feel like you were going to vomit because of the blur lines behind it.
Yeah.
All right, back to Hero.
back
Suddenly we're
to
talking
Hero.
about Madonna.
Back
Hey.
to HeroClix.
It's a good time, right?
Yeah. All right, so
I think it's PJ's turn. He's considering.
How many tokens are left on Lockjaw?
what is that?
Oh, that's the Gamma Bomb.
Okay,
That's
so
just positioned for the Gamma Bomb so that they don't have to set it back to the same place. They know where it is.
Do we know how many tokens are left on Lockjaw?
Okay.
he has to have
Why is he-
at least 4.
I'm gonna go see that
Because he got blurred.
Okay, he's going against Mistress Death, not the Ironheart.
Wow.
Misses the shape change. Probs the attack. Hits for 3. Oh, he's got to be. He can't.
4 tokens left on Lockjaw.
Yeah, I figured because he got tapped twice earlier.
Yeah, tapped early. Oh, Lockjaw hit a shape change. So he swung at Mistress Death. He's thinking about hitting Ironheart, which I think, he's attacking Ironheart.
Which he should have been doing from the get-go. That's 6.
That's a 3.
Is that 3?
Yeah. Jamming to Madonna at the Rock Cup. Heck yeah, Jay. Oh, moves, generates, bat signal. There you go.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
So
Okay.
he's resetting now. Yeah, he's resetting
He's
because
got Lockjaw down to two tokens left, right?
3.
He's got
He hit one,
Ironheart
shape,
on
he hit
click
one shape change.
2.
Right?
You're right, yeah.
He hit one shape change.
But here's the thing now. It's like PJ says, hey, okay, I've hurt you a little bit. I'm still up. I'm going to reset
Mm-hmm.
because I've gone all out. I'm going to reset. Now, the question comes in is Lucas going to try to reset himself? Because if he does, that's going to give the breather PJ needs, and then it's just going to start all over.
Lucas needs to push.
Lucas needs to get aggressive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
He
think
doesn't have
Lucas
the
will play
ability.
conservative.
Well, how does Lucas get aggressive? TK with Lockjaw and
Yeah,
TK is
Why is Ed whispering? Because the way that the room's acoustics are set up, we have to speak at a very low volume.
Also, my voice is notoriously carried during rock events, and I've influenced matches before. So
you're conscious.
I'm a professional. This isn't Evo. Like, there's not a booth that we're doing all this on, and where we can just yell.
Just
And
yell
say,
at
like, yeah, it's just like that happy birthday just went off there. Didn't you see that?
the finals every year, yeah. One day we'll get a booth, and it'll be sound controlled, and we'll be able to go buck wild.
The GoFundMe to buy the sound booth can be found at.
Dude, I'm not carrying it.
Donate to the Twitch page. Subscribe, follow, host.
Post more rocks. We'll get a sound booth, man.
Right.
Post more rocks. Make.
This is the quietest Ed has ever been.
Oh yeah, I am. Who is that?
I don't know.
What's the name?
A Canavino.
Okay.
Last time we'll ever hear this part. So yeah, PJ's set. He's just
Yeah, he's gosh dog.
moving up some ants.
The engagement, right?
Yeah,
I missed it.
Engagement with 0 risk. He
Mistress Death got
tapped
tapped. By who?
200 points.
How did she die?
so remember he did something over down there.
Now,
Oh, the Gamma Bomb finished her off.
Oh, ooh.
Nice. Yeah.
so the fact that PJ has the ability to reset, like to really just hardcore reset and
Yeah.
say, hey, we're going. That's another, I think, component that a lot of people just miss with with team structure, right? And Alpha Strikes in general miss the ability to reset.
But see, the problem with most Alpha Strike teams is that with the all-in, you're with a all-in, you're trying to make like a 15-minute game at max. With his strategy, he's like, look, I can be defensive or offensive early game as much as I want to, depending on the map.
In point in case, right?
His last game.
Game, PJ versus Isaac. Isaac moved up like one square too far, and PJ closed the gap, killed all 3 Wolverine in 1 turn, and finished the game his next turn. 3-turn game.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
But-
For a 2-round game.
Yeah, but see, this is the issue when we talk about spatial design. Is Lucas's team is designed for him to gradually approach with the suspicion that no one's going to be able to nuke Mistress Death
Right.
and cause him enough problems. If they do, Minnie is going to come back and sort of rally the troops while Mistress Death gets back into play.
Sure.
But if you have somebody who's just like, yo man, I drop bombs from downtown, and not your downtown, but Baghdad.
You're right.
I drop bombs from Baghdad to your hometown.
Drone strikes.
Yeah, inverse drone strikes, homie.
Well, when you have like a 14-6
14-6 for 8
at
range.
10 range, because right, he perplexes up his own attack.
And then 2 perplexes
The
from 8
empowers
if you-
plus
if he needs it.
14-6 from 10 range.
14-6 from 10 ranges. Is
So
maximum.
he's got the long shot, and then he can bring up Hulk to 14-7.
Well, and also if you count
twice.
the
Lockjaw, sorry. I'm not freaking Lockjaw. For Star Fox range is 8, he perplexes range up to 10, but yeah.
right,
Yeah.
so the perplexes from the Ant-Man too.
Yep. And then
Oh, yeah, I
and
forgot about the
the
Ant-Man.
Ants
Two
have
perplexes.
power, and he's sitting on Mjolnir, so it's
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Mjolnir's gonna give him the +1 from actual adjacent.
Right, but it's
Right.
still 14 for 6
from a
Yeah.
from
10
10 squares away, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
after actually it's 15 squares right?
Yeah,
because
well,
of the movement.
yeah.
Plus the movement. That's the hell.
and
He
the
almost
side
has full
step.
map swing.
Yeah,
It's pretty much like
Absolutely.
you just might as well just say full map swing.
if he wants to, right?
If he
It's-
wants to,
it's-
yeah,
the-
because
I
he
mean,
has
the
a TK.
team. The team just has such a diversity of a diverse threat range that he can hit you from basically anywhere.
On an open map,
Whenever
which is
he
what
wants.
we're on.
Yeah,
And see, like that's things like, look, if we just sort of count it down, Hank Pym TK, move out, get the ants in position with all their silliness, then you can do the Captain America thing on Star Fox. That's an additional 4 more movement.
5 or
right?
6, right?
Yeah, you're hitting wherever you
And
want.
I think the Hank Pyms are the real MVP of this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no
I mean,
question.
come
Right?
on.
TK, perplex, outwit if you need it, ants for days.
And but here's the thing, and I know you and I are both like early ant adopters, but it gets real easy to get greedy with ants.
Ants
and
doctors.
Why not?
Run three.
Right?
He-
So it's obviously not as good as it used to be with the change to leadership, right? Because now with multiple leaderships, but still.
Well, no, I think it's more broke because you can just run up on somebody, generate an ant, and poison them.
Yep.
Like,
Double perplexes the range. So this is a point in case Captain America actions to move Star Fox.
Yeah.
Double perplex the range. Just swing.
It's
Super senses.
That's a Ironheart.
Oh, Ironheart, what's that, 4?
I think that was a 6.
in cap.
Oh, it must have been a 4 because I think he just took her off the map. Yeah, Ironheart's dead.
Yeah, see, like, this is,
So yeah, that's 225.
this is where it ends, because the moment, here's the problem. If Mistress Death dies again,
Moves, generates an ant.
somebody said I beat PJ once, just
Alright.
once. Fever dreams
Oh.
don't count, homie. Fever dreams don't count. I'm just kidding. We're all good fun. Thank you very much for coming in and commenting and watching Rocktober with us. Okay, so yeah,
So
the
now he's
follow.
got-
Yeah, he's on the follow, so there's no way.
That is
Oh,
one.
yep, there it is, the puck.
So it's not the puck; it's the running one that
It's
gets
the running
follow. Yeah. And
There he is.
there he is. Yeah, there he is.
So now, pretty much Lockjaw or Mr. Steph could not get away.
Lockjaw could pick poison, which would get the one off him.
He could, but then he has to.
But then he's
roll.
there, right?
He's there. Like, that's
Yeah.
the problem. Is Lockjaw is then functionally playing defense for Mr. Death by picking poison every turn. because like at least for 3 turns, because he can sidestep up a Pog for 3 turns. Sorry, 2 more turns in a row. So this turn poison, sidestep up, next turn poison, sidestep the other Pog, the last 3rd turn poison. If you were taking Lockjaw, out of the game with a free Pog,
Right.
a free Pog.
It's a thing, Bubba.
Yeah, it is. But it's a free Pog. Like you're.
Any Shredder made his breakaway in the sidestep.
Oh, kill.
Nope.
Kills 1.
Kills.
But
But
then,
the other 2 follow.
and yeah, just follows.
And now he has 2 pods
Okay.
next to Lockjaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
So PJ noticed it, right? He could, if he places both the ants next to Lockjaw, he just picks poison, and that's
Yeah.
it. So he's Lockjaw gets a quick 4.
So
Oh, Lockjaw's going deep.
Hypersonic.
it won't matter. Like after
Wait,
actually,
phase? It had to be phase.
will not matter. He can just follow
He follows now,
if he chooses to.
which I think he does. You do, right, PJ? Right, PJ?
But see, if we're looking at it from Lucas's perspective, he's trying to limit how many ants that can surround him, which is the smartest thing he can do at this stage. Oh no, he's going to go and stay and try
Next to
to
Staying on Minnie.
That way Minnie can never ping those ants.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
there he goes. Well,
What's Minnie's move? Clip.
again, like spread a diversity threat.
Right.
You go ask. Would you go ask?
Yeah.
Because Minnie, he had to have taken 3 damage, I think, from the Gamma Bomb. PJ's counting on an attack. 3.
Click. He's Minnie on click 3.
That's the Gamma Bomb then.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Gamma Bomb did damage. So he hasn't reset yet. So like Minnie is still in this. So keeping Minnie sort of tied up is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, he's still based by an ant, right?
Right.
So he still has to break away.
He'll never be able to ping that ant.
Right.
Well, as long as, tiny. Yeah, but
Follow.
if you're still mindful of that, then you're constantly keeping trying to rotate out him and the tiny guy, which is doable because you don't need Yellow Jacket because you don't need Exploit.
No.
Not at this stage.
The ant should never be attacking, right? The tiny ant should never be attacking. Giant ants do.
Well, here's the thing: tiny ants can attack because of Trouble Alert if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the but: Trouble Alert.
Sideline space for the Ant-Man, though.
Yeah, you're restricting yourself to Firestorm and Green Lantern.
And even then, if you're playing Ant-Man correctly, it's your entire set.
You would have to have 2 box sets though.
And?
Yeah, fair enough. I only have one. Dude, I only have 1. So, but this is PJ clearly has 2.
I mean, but you need to, right, to run this team, to run the tech effectively. You need 2 Ant.
Trying to figure out a way to surround Mr. Steph and Lockjaw with ants.
Well,
Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
this is I thought it's when you don't clean up. This is how you get ants.
Lucas isn't cleaning up the ants, man.
Should have brought the raid.
Alright, so he's trying to stop easy progression through the transitional stage. So he's trying to stop it so Lockjaw can't hypersonic speed or charge up. Because he blocked off the transitional spaces.
Forcing Lockjaw to pick poison.
Picks poison, yeah.
Yeah. But again, exactly like I said,
Then Lockjaw sits there.
Lockjaw sits there. He does
You've
not
accomplished nothing. You've scored no points. You've not advanced your cause.
Yeah, you were stuck.
Poison is a defensive move.
Like in this situation, yes, I 100% agree. Like, you almost have to just say, screw it, come base the Ant-Mans and force them to roll breakaway. And then the moment you do that, like
You gotta
PJ
pray. You gotta pray.
You have to, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lucas did score an Ant-Man, too.
Mm.
He's got a Wasp and a Hulk and the Gamma Bomb, so he's at 105.
He's still got to kill. He's
But
got to
he's
score
got
Star
a team
Fox.
wipe, yeah.
He's got to score Star Fox.
Yeah, but he lost Mr. Death twice.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
So the thing is, right, like, there's not an inconsiderable amount of time left in the round. Lucas has time. He's got to figure out a way of closing the gap and finishing this off.
Well, and also, PJ's build, ants in general, and I realize that we're spending a lot of time talking about ants. That there are definitely other more complex portions of this build, but
I
it's
thought we were
really the
talking
ants
about
that
hero
really
work.
work. Right? They're demoralizing. Right?
As
Yeah,
much
they
as they
can-
like
They really
the
put on the
decisions.
blinders.
Yeah.
Right?
So, like, what is it? The negative space theory? Yeah, so, like, negative space theory, it goes like this. Wherever there's, like, open negative space, the eye doesn't go there. Wherever there's, like, a clump of whatever color, your mind goes there. So, like, if you have a clump of figures together, your mind will go there. It's one of the main reasons people forget that they have, like, a pawn back in the starting area.
Right.
Like, Leslie Evans is still there, and that if he'd been, like, moving up this entire time, you would have had that outwit.
Outwit is
Yep.
useful.
Yeah. So it's
Oh.
the ants have the ability to put a massive
Flurry
psychological
Mistress
effect.
Death.
Buried Mr.
No
Death.
shape change.
Fail shape change.
For 5, I think, because of the 2 ants.
Yeah, that looks like a reset. Yeah, that looks like a reset. That's
game.
it's
not.
no, hold on, wait. Second flurry. Sub shape change.
Super
Senses.
That's a reset.
Yeah. So the question comes in is, this is the finals. Does Lucas fight it? How much does Lucas fight it out? Because he has to wipe down.
Yeah.
There's no choice. He has to wipe.
Well, he's had to have the entire game. Basically.
I think you go into a Mistress Death build accepting the fact that you probably have to wipe.
Yeah.
I think you have to do that. Which, again, not that I'm just trying to beat the dead horse, but I think that goes back to my original thing about the build, is that it doesn't have the disposable characters tokens on Mistress Death to keep her doing stuff.
Mm.
More importantly, too, is that, like, with Lockjaw's your TK, that's one less prob you have.
It's a 75-point TK.
It's a 75 point TK. It's one less prob you have, but the other issue comes in is you have to be committed to having using Mistress Death with Pulse Wave up top dial instead of just using a melee attack.
Sure.
And that's really limiting when you're saying that Lockjaw's your TK.
Right.
And again, some people might be saying, like, you're being hard on Lucas. And I'm
No,
not.
I mean,
It's just-
Lucas he's got a solid team.
He's got a solid team.
He's
It's
piloted
just-
to the
Lucas
finals.
is a great
great
player.
player. It's
player.
just
Great player.
this
He's got a great
matchup.
record.
PJ's team is just so much to deal with.
Yeah, it is a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest problem I look at with Mistress Death, looking at Lucas's team, is that Lucas would have to play Mistress Death completely different in terms of getting her mobile out there. Boom, my first thing is I pulse wave all your ants, screw you.
Mm.
One of my teammates, I'll never forget this. It was my Ant-Man build, which was 3 Ant-Men, super rare Captain America, which granted them all leadership. Whenever that was a thing.
Yeah, that was
and
awesome.
whenever he wasn't, whenever leadership was not a unique modifier,
Phasing.
so I could roll like 4 or 5 leaderships in a turn and
Chooses stealth.
get like 8 actions.
He's trying to get Lockjaw in. So.
My teammate Michael Smith, who you know,
Hmm.
he played Superman build, Shifty Focus Superman with Trinity War Bats, and he perplexed down Trinity War Batman's attack to AoE Pulse Wave and not hit his own stuff.
His range, you mean?
No, his own attack.
Ooh.
Oh,
To just Pulse Wave the ants and not hit his own stuff.
He's got a.
And that's what he should have been doing with Mistress Death. Just Pulse Wave the ants. Get him off, right?
yeah. I mean, at this situation, I know it sounds bad. Probably forfeiting money.
Lucas is.
Just
You don't. What are you going to do with Mjolnir? What's it going to net you, right? Who on this team really does Mistress Death touch of death token affect?
That's Lockjaw. Pushed Cap off of the special to put Star Fox adjacent for a flurry. That's 2 tokens off, and then moved Ant-Man, created an ant and poison for the last token.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Done and done.
Yeah.
But where does the touch of that token come into play in this game?
But see, like really more realistically, it's like if Mistress Death hits any of the Ant-Mans for 3, they're dead.
They're dead.
If you hit cap,
Right.
it would be 4. At
Dead.
50 points, he's dead. Star Fox will hit the stop. Star Fox will hit the stop, but you have
Which
to
is how far he would go, no matter how hard you
hit
hit him. Right.
anyway. And then if you hit Hulk for 3, it'll be 4. He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, Mjolnir doesn't help as much.
So he should have been playing Mr. Steph as an A. She's the raid.
She's the raid. Yeah. Okay, that
And
And
Jay
again-
said they've been through like 20 turns this game.
really
Yeah. That's I mean, it's
is this good?
a high amount of turns for a HeroClix game.
Well, not only that,
Well,
you're
it's-
also talking about 2 highly professional players.
Skilled players who don't. There's no dilly dallying.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no take 5
PJ
minutes
is
to
not
figure
a
out I need
slow
to
player.
sidestep.
He knows exactly what he's doing every
Yeah.
turn. He's got a few turns ahead thought out.
Not only that, like I play test against Lucas all the time. Like Lucas is a beast.
Mhm.
Like even when he's relaxed. So
Yeah.
like hell, he's one of the main reasons I won a Super Q this year.
Mhm.
Like definitely.
I have one of my locals playing alternate of your build.
Thank you. I have to give props to Lucas too on
So
that.
we have to take the overlay out. It's just Steph, just chilling.
Are there
Okay,
any,
so-
are there any other figures on the map?
Yeah, mini shredder.
Mini Shredder's still there.
Yeah, like this is
Over.
this is functionally respectively over
Yeah.
unless a southern wind comes.
Let's at dawn look to the east.
Gandalf.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like freaking. The only other thing is, I don't know if he has any trouble there on the sideboard. Like he crit misses with mini, calls in.
Man.
I don't think anything helps you.
Oh, the ants have plasticity? That's why Mini keeps failing his breakaway rolls.
Hold on, what? When did the
Wait,
no,
what Ant-Man
No.
gives plasticity?
I don't know.
no.
Somehow Mini just keeps failing his breakaway rolls.
I don't think there's an
No, I
Ant-Man
don't
that
think
gives
Mini has
plasticity.
plasticity.
Mini does have
Mini has
plasticity.
plasticity.
No, Mini
but
plasticity. Ants have plasticity. My
I
bad.
don't think that there's one that gives it.
I don't know.
No, because if that was the case, some of my games would have been way the hell different.
Mini might not have. Well, Mini might be
On
too deep on
clicks.
his style. Yeah, he might be off
He
his
took
plasticity.
3.
He's on click 3. Yeah, he was on
Took
click
3.
3.
Oh yeah, and he's yeah.
So he's
So
standard.
he's just trying to
he's-
break
I was-
away,
I
no
was about to
sidestep.
say.
That's
Woo,
what's
standard
going on.
breakaway.
That's harsh, dude.
Yeah, he's just going in for the. He's going for maximum poison.
And you can't blame him. The other thing, I wonder, well,
Oh, he's gonna start making attacks on Mini.
has anyone seen a single giant ant?
Doesn't have an incentive to.
There's no reason.
There's no reason to. Like the standard tiny ants just do enough.
Willpower blades.
Willpower blades is not bad, and a 10 attack is not bad. But when you are functionally dinking your opponent's team every turn for 1, regardless, like, yeah.
Wasp is
Ants
just-
are attacking. Oh, the empower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because they get-
9-4,
they
yeah.
get-
That's savage. Mr. Steph is still there. Lucas is.
Demoralized.
Yeah, he's pretty much done. He's gonna play it through. I
And
think.
and like I said, that's the effect of the ants, right?
Critical? No critical. Critical miss. Bringing in True Alert.
Ooh, gets energy explosion on the ants.
Gets him.
Super senses. Super senses.
No super senses.
Wow. And now Mini's free. I wonder. He needed that triple earlier in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
sure.
I think Firestorm could make a difference in this game if he was around.
Yeah.
Right. because TK with Lockjaw to Firestorm, then
Star Fox flurrying on Mistress Death. No super senses. She's
Yeah.
KO'd again. Reset Mistress Death.
400 plus points.
Lucas's dice are not favoring him in this game.
Well, he only has
He's
one
missed
roll.
He
has one.
he's missed a lot of shape changes. He's missed the super senses. He's missed breakaways with
But
Mini Shredder.
The
you know, like,
breakaways are.
it's not just the rollouts. It's just like in general, like right, being able to maneuver successfully.
And it's funny because PJ's build is based on passive damage and high attack items.
Yeah.
Right? So one strong element of his damage
been-
output, he doesn't even roll dice.
Yeah, he's been saying like I need to hit a 3, I need to hit a 4, I need to hit a 5.
Mhm.
You know, he hasn't had to hit anything higher than a 6. Which, I mean, when you have a prob, you have rerolls, you have theme team probability control, you're gonna get those hits.
Right. So then Lucas's only prayer is robots.
Robots?
Robots.
Oh, rollouts. Yes, yeah.
So it's, I have returned.
Yeah, Captain America needs to heal.
Yeah, Mr. Death one shots cap.
One shot's cap, but also like he doesn't have access to the move special
It's
anymore.
only on click two.
He's on click
On
2.
click.
Yeah, his first click.
So one shot.
So yeah, again, like Lockjaw had to pick poison and do nothing to deal with the ants. Mini Shredder sidestep back, moves forward just to deal with the ants.
Right. If I had to token a third of your bid, if I can token a third of your bill, and you score 0 points, I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's functionally just like, remember Ares?
mm-hmm.
And he had that, like, you must fight. Like, it's functionally, you must fight. What the hell's going on there?
So mini.
Hank Pym is carrying an ant. Carries Hank Pym.
Yeah, because he flies. Wasp.
Yeah.
Wasp is on the board.
What's he bringing up the figure for? What's the ant bringing up the character for?
I don't know how that happened.
Maybe it's close to like. end
Which
game.
Ant-Man is that?
Maybe some sort of time's been called. It looks like the Hank Pym Ant-Man. I can't be certain.
Although, if it's Hank Pym Ant-Man, then the ants don't fly.
Right.
Now, if it's tiny size, he could have carried.
They said double press out your breakaway?
I don't. Yeah.
I don't want your breakaway. I was like, double breakaway.
Rolled a 1 on the breakaway.
Like, when you hear certain things, you're just like,
Huh?
Yeah, like,
Somebody
It's
had
just
a creative moment right here on this wall.
Phasing in deep.
what the heck? Oh, somebody tried to do graffiti.
Poison resets Mini Shredder, and PJ puts him next to Star Fox.
Boom! Get over here!
And
Scorpion!
like PJ's down to 3 characters, right? But he's just playing with such confidence, you know.
Well, it's just like, look, he knows what he has to do, and functionally, he knows that he's fine as long as he doesn't just do something stupid. He doesn't have to account for a bunch of different
He
things.
just locks in Mistress Death. I think she's double tokened anyway. Mini Shredder's reset.
So much of the game is a mental thing, right? I mean, it's all a mental thing. But you're talking about the confidence that PJ was playing with.
That's Mini Shredder.
If LeBron James was not confident, he would not be LeBron James.
Right.
Dang, dude.
Right? So,
Yeah,
Reset. Mini Shredder's done.
yeah, make sure it's done. Here's
And
the thing now:
Mistress
is
Death
if
is
Mr.
double
Death dies, if
It's
Mr.
over.
Death dies, it's over.
Yeah.
There's no other figures on board.
so if you know what you have to do, and you know you're capable of doing it, you need to be confident about it. Because if you second guess, you doubt, you will mess up.
But you know the most important thing about this is Lucas has it.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Mr. Steph is her shape change off of Captain America's charge.
Yeah.
She clears.
Yeah.
Last round. That's game.
But yeah, like I'm proud of my guys. This is a very good
That was a
showing.
wild game.
Yeah. Top 3 Phoenix Nest. I mean, we're fun. We're this is a fun tournament, but it's still something for us to be proud of. And the biggest thing that I like with this final round for anybody to just take a takeaway from it is like be adaptable with your team.
Yeah.
Just do not say like I just do this. Like just say like you know what, my opponent is expecting me to play this way. Screw this. I'm gonna play it like that.
Yep.
And I have to say it's like there is no lack of play for either players. It's just like if Lucas played the raid option that West brought up, it's a different game. It's a different game because we already made it clear. It's like Mistress Death one-shots every one of his figures minus Star Fox.
Yeah.
And when you have that much pressure,
You don't need Mjolnir.
you don't need Mjolnir. Yeah.
Also, I mean, I think what it boils down to is
Bad signal. Yeah.
the
That signalism.
diversity of threat that
Wild.
PJ has.
That's the finals for the Super Qualifier. PJ takes it down.
Yeah.
Undefeated. 5-0.
But let's also
a
bring up the
dominating
fact
force.
is it's like, look, why is Mistress Death a threat? She has a 10 square threat range with the TK is a 16. But the moment that you have something just as decent with more mobility and a reset, that is better in game.
Right.
She gets out action. Like a
She
tenfold.
gets out range.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Star Fox, right? Like,
She
and
just
it's for 30 points more. Star Fox Captain America just does it. Does it better than Mr. Steph can.
Yeah. Well, 40 because you still have one.
Oh, sure. Okay.
But they both have to.
Oh yeah. You're right. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, the thing is I'll say this about Lockjaw right now. Lockjaw is a figure that allows you to fill in gaps. But when you realize like for example, he was TKing for most of the game. That's a 25-point TK that you could have played.
Instead of
How
a
would that
set,
have
yeah.
changed things?
Yeah.
You know.
I think though that Lockjaw keeps him in the game.
Lockjaw keeps him in the game because he's hard to kill.
He's hard
so
to kill.
you're able
Right.
to keep Mistress Death
Death
in the game.
Right. So I see the logic there, but I look at how you're using that 75-point TK.
Right.
I think to myself, wow, that's a point sink.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas again, not that I just don't want to beat the dead horse. I think Mistress Death is meant to be played with disposable stuff.
How much is the Jean Grey, the Task Force's Jean Grey?
Which one?
The free TK.
50.
50. There you go. You know, 25-point domino for Prom or Atomica or something. You know.
Yeah.
You got similar
there's
effectiveness.
tons of disposable options. You know, I mean even Hellion, he could just TK himself to death and remove a token from Mistress Death when he does it.
Yep.
And deploy your entire team
Yeah.
in one freaking turn. I think the other thing is like if we're talking about build design, and just sort of ignoring PJ's team, because he did spend the majority of the commentary about PJ's team. When we're looking at this format, we have to say like because there is no ban list, like if you look at both of these teams, like Copycat could have been a really huge problem for Lucas's team in terms of he could have lost Mini or he could have lost Lockjaw. It would have been a bigger problem for PJ's team. And Mini's 90.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
no Star Fox though.
No Star Fox, or even more importantly, get rid of Cap.
Yeah. If you
I
take
think
away,
without Star Fox though.
No, all you have to do is just slow ant play. That's like you just go back into classic ant play. But if you lose Cap, there is no like super reach. Like
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So much
It
of your
comes-
mobility is based. Well, I think you still have TK.
No, you do have to.
You still have TK.
Pick,
Yeah.
But that's not an ant. You're making that turn.
Right.
Yeah, but you still get one.
Yes. Yes.
So you start 2 ants. Go.
Because if you
Third
if
ant,
you steal
and then-
Star Fox, right, you're not stealing Mjolnir. You know, so like Star Fox is it's okay, but it's not great.
Right. You're not still Mjolnir, but at the same time,
You're gaining a +2 per flex.
you gain a +2 per flex. Your opponent is only going to get a standard per flex. You have a flurry that if you did really need to get off, you can. And then more importantly, I'm assuming if you did something like that, you have. I would assume if you're running Copycat, you have 200 points of a micro version of another team.
Sure.
Yeah.
How is Star Fox going to integrate into that micro version of another team?
Yeah.
And most times it's going to be darn skiffy.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised we didn't see like any Nick Furies. Did anyone play Nick Fury today?
No,
at all?
Nick Fury.
no. Well, because here's the issue with Nick Fury. All right, so let's go back to your main threats. All your major big picket powers: Jakeem, Goblin King, Zombie Super Scroll, all that stuff. With all the equipments that you have classically, you cannot turn off enough stuff.
That's true.
So, like, let's just say, like, oh, I can take off Shape Shape. Oh, wow. Hey, camera. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Shape up, everyone.
Hi.
Everyone, we're here.
So, yeah. Okay, so we go into it. Like, you have Nick Fury. Okay? Nick Fury, you go against Super Scroll, and you say, hey, I'm going to stop you from using Shape Change. All right, so you stop Scroll's capability, you stop it from picking Shape Change. So Super Scroll's just like, well, screw you. I'm still going to have Super Senses. I'm still going to have Invincible, all the other jazz. Now Nick Fury's like, well, crap. Same thing with Goblin King. Same thing with Jakeem. Even really worse with Goblin King, because Goblin King is like, oh, you stopped me from having shape change. I have Invincible, Super Senses, screw you.
Here we go.
Yeah, like pick a power in this format is hard. And then more importantly is, why was Nick Fury so dominant for so long? Is that you would play one standard Nick Fury and then you would have a Pocket Fury. Without a double tap Pocket Fury, Nick Fury doesn't stand as much of a chance with the way things are now.
So I think this sort of feeds into a conversation that we started earlier, which I'm sure you probably have.
I'm gonna scoot out of the way. I'm scooting
Everybody's
over.
good.
Yeah, everybody.
Hey.
We're friends.
Hey, we're friends.
Yeah.
We're friends, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I think this feeds into a conversation that you and I started, but we never really got to finish. I don't know if you talked about the exo spec on the screen. What?
Done.
Why?
You guys can have the feed. I'm not talking about exospecs.
Why?
Because everybody's talking about exospecs. Yes, it's a great object, right? It's super cool. It's just literally everybody's like, have you heard of the exospec?
Have you heard the word of
Have you heard
exospecs?
exospecs?
The word
So-
of exospecs.
So this is not the first time we've had a equipable pick power, right? This is the second time we've had a Guru Forge.
Uru Forge-ish.
Proselyte.
Proselyte.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's an entity, but okay, let's
Sure,
just say that.
sure.
All right.
Right. So to me, this is way more effective than Proselyte ever was.
Because you got to be on click 2 for proselyte to do
Yeah.
Well, but there are several characters that have lower starting lines. You could just say blue, right, and get there.
Right.
So
Because that
that's not the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is the range of abilities and the limitations on Proselyte. You can't pick gray,
Sure.
right?
Which was very big problem. It was gray and gold,
Pink.
and pink. So
Black.
you took away in black. Okay, so you took away
Running
still
shots.
energy, hypersonic speed, impervious, perplex,
Invincible.
outwit. Yeah.
There's a lot that is great that you can't pick. The exospecs, I mean,
There's
they're
no
more cost
limitations.
effective. Only
Outside.
speed or attack,
Or attack.
and you can't use any other speed or attack
Mhm.
depending on which one you choose.
But it's just like the sloth relic again with the intern of the end of your turn. So
Right. So you sidestep first, right, and then you pick the running shot,
Which is completely fine.
you poison first, and then you pick the attack power.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's even if you get it granted free from something else, like you say with a title character,
If you
it's just like, oh well, I'm gonna go and do my title power, and then I'm gonna activate it.
You could also, right, like, let's say you already have running shot, right? You can running shot, pick sidestep, and then use sidestep.
Running shot did pick step. Running shot did.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge diversity because you're getting 2 powers a turn.
What I really like.
Functionally, it's back to Goblin King before Rata.
Right.
But
You should
what-
pick running shot, pulse wave, and then you pick.
What
shape change,
I
super
really,
sensitive.
really like about it and we sort of begun the conversation and alluded to this earlier. Whenever you combine it with like the Rachel Summers ID with the TK and the running shot, the reason why I'm gonna keep on hammering this home is because it makes a 150-point character, pick your 150-point-ish character, it makes him a threat to full value goblin.
Or less.
Right?
Yeah.
It makes any character a threat to full value goblin.
As long as
It
you have
makes
the functional
any
stats.
character.
Any
As long as you have the
character,
functional stats.
30 points or more.
30 points.
Sure.
Right. So let's just say in the range of 30 points to make it fun. 30 points to
Let's
100.
pull up realms, yeah.
Okay. If you look at every
That's
figure,
you
30.
and
No, because once he has flames,
30 to
it goes
150?
up.
No, but his point value doesn't go up. He just
No. His point value actually does go up. with
okay.
flames. Yeah.
So he can call in. He can call in.
165 point characters and a 300 point guy.
So he can call in Iceman.
No, Iceman is 175.
Okay.
That is one of the few things limiting him right now.
There's some of the
So like that Bebop Rocksteady, for instance,
Okay,
you give that guy pick a
they
powers.
are a standard character.
Oh no, you have a mind control by Cosmo too because it gets more stupid.
Oh
God.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, mind control by like folks might not be aware of this. Like you
Cosmo?
can friendly mind control that Bebop and Rocksteady. They functionally have a dual attack.
Yes.
And then you
And
can
you'll notice that there is no penalty here because he never has an attack power. What do you lose?
No. Yeah, you don't lose
Yeah.
anything.
The Cosmo from Thor?
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War, Cosmo, yeah. But like
Who is completely underrated, especially in limited format.
okay, so like let's sort of go back up to Jack of Hearts, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Check
Yeah.
out that damage power.
Jack of Hearts.
Okay.
Okay.
Running shot pulse wave.
Jack of Hearts is running shot pulse wave. Now imagine Jack of Hearts with the exo specs. So now I running shot pulse wave you, plus I got my little silliness from the zero fluids and all other crap from pulse
Yeah,
wave.
placing adjacent.
And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm in hindering, I'm stealth now.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Why not?
I'm stealth. And if you don't want to running shot pulse wave and you can't get it off, I'm psychic blast now. Oh, you're base to me? I'm Blaze Claw's Fangs now. Or I'm flurry now. I have 3 damage.
Why not?
Yeah. Like, and I'm just pointing out, I like Jack of Hearts, and only I'm bringing him up because Avengers is a thing.
So
But, yeah.
where I think that guy unlimited, yeah.
Adam Warlock.
Where I've heard a lot of people talking about him really making an impact is that low 75 to 50 point range, like Haha Joker.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of comments about Haha Joker. In particular, it's like, hey, I have Haha Joker. I play for Haha Hacienda. And then now, if I don't get mapped, I have like +1 attack on Joker. I add in the exo specs, and now I'm either flurry or pulse wave.
Hypersonic Joker.
Or hypersonic Joker.
Sonic Joker. Right?
Hypersonic Joker.
We did the thing, right?
Beyond that, even more so, what's scary too is now you have Steel Energy Joker, because if Joker does not have to fear his penalty with that equipment, and I don't want them to watch list Joker again saying that he cannot be equipped. I thought when they watch listed him and said he cannot be Mastermind 2, I was like, you're right. But then when they make this, they functionally just said, oh yeah, he has to roll. Screw that. He has Steel Energy now.
Yeah.
I think that errata was obviously forked because that errata was made before Avengers came out.
Avengers Defending, yes.
So I mean, obviously that errata was like, okay, Mastermind with Joker's already a little bit of a problem. It's going to get way worse with Infinity, so let's go ahead and nip this in the bud. That was obviously a pre-strike, right?
Yeah.
So the Mastermind, sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's look at somebody. All right. Oh, here's one. Venom Hulk. Venom Thor.
Venom Thor.
Venom Thor. Venom Thor.
Is my man.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Venom Thor's range sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
You don't care.
You don't care. You don't care.
You don't care
You know
anymore.
why? Because he has hypersonic speed. Because he has charge. Because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
But-
now, yeah.
So Venom Thor can use poison.
Becomes better.
When Venom Thor hits with a ranged attack, hit characters are given a tendril token if they don't have one already. His attack special. Venom Thor can use poison. When he does, characters with tendril tokens are placed adjacent to him before he deals damage. Period. So
No, and after action resolve, those characters remove all tendril tokens.
So I run a shot pulse wave. Tendril tokens everyone. Next turn,
I'll bring you to me.
Poison.
poison.
poison, and then I pulse wave you freaking again.
I pulse wave you again.
So I may have given you just a crap ton of damage.
Exospec says it can't use any other standard power.
Sure. So you pulse wave first. No, it says you can't use any other attack or attack or speed power.
So that would shut off if you choose the pulse wave. It shuts off his
You would
special.
trigger the poison first, then pulse wave.
Okay.
Yeah, and see that's the problem when you have.
Oh, okay, but the token. Sorry, the token is
The
from
token
the
is traded.
special. Yeah, it's from the trade.
Yeah.
And then the special would be shut off.
And then you're based by
Next time.
plasticity shape change.
Yeah, and this is the problem I have.
Right? Plasticity shape change poison. You're based.
This item would not be broke if it was 30 points, if it worked the same way, or it would say, like some other powers is, if you have not used anything else in this slot, or any other power that would have been in the slot.
Or if it was just a beginning of the turn effect,
But
and not a free action.
Yeah,
That I think is the obvious errata.
with clear stages of the game. that is
If it was
fine
just
now.
a beginning of the turn
Beginning of the
effect
turn.
and not a free action.
Yes.
But the fact that it's a free action that you can engage it at any point in the turn.
But really, I mean, are the exospecs that good that they're going to make like any currently non-competitive character competitive?
Absolutely. 110%.
This is
12
this is
12
micro
it's-
gauntlet.
12 points, build your own.
This
gauntlet.
is micro gauntlet.
12 points and you turn anybody. Because again, remember the combination.
But that doesn't
with-
it doesn't change the fact that like the characters that aren't being played currently like still aren't they're being not played more for like their lack of defense, right? Or
So what
in the way that the metagame operates,
what it
and
makes
not
you wanna
losing
do-
the game, right?
what it makes you want to do is every team now is going to have either Witcher Summary and Colossus.
Rachel Summers, Colossus, Leech, Darwin, Prodigy.
Yeah.
Like that's where the game's going.
You-
You're going to shift to X-Men.
You're going to shift. You're going to shift to an X-Men focus build, and then you're going to every team is going to have one of those two IDs.
And then you're going to try to counter X-Men. Okay, like real talk.
So I'm sorry. One more thing.
Go ahead.
Now we know why there were 3 anti-Pico Power set figures this year, right?
Yeah, well,
Now
let's
we
just say
know why.
let's just say this: game design, Kenny, if you're listening, thank you for sort of paying attention. We don't really hate you. This is not your best move. Love Batman. Okay, so also love Secret Wars
Yeah.
because it's balanced for Sealed. Thank you very much going into World Championship.
Yes.
Okay, now, me not kissing Kenny's butt anymore. The problem comes back is, all right, some people will say, well, hey, Edward, I'm going to add powers to guys. Doesn't this open things up like the Gauntlet? And I'm like, yes, because this is micro Gauntlet. Now here's the next problem. The issue isn't so much as we're talking about it, the powers that are picked. It comes back to my additional effects and traits.
Mhm.
So you have
You
something.
have to find the right character.
You have to find the right trait. So, like, let's just say you have a guy with average stats, some bomb trait.
Joke.
Joker is the right one right now because of how he is. Some bomb trait, and then you're just like, oh, if he could only access Quake, he could go put stupid tokens on everyone,
Right.
and then they all disappear 3 turns from now unless they double power action themselves.
Like Green Arrow. Green Arrow with exospace.
Green Arrow with Exospace is dumb because in particular,
This running shot.
no.
You get running shot from Rachel Summers. TK running shot,
Sure. Okay.
and then you pick whatever attack tower you need.
No, it gets worse. Okay, so
But isn't he already better with Thunderstrike? It's
no,
cost less for what he does.
no,
Hell no.
no. This makes him more stupid for one clear reason. When you have one token, you can pick hypersonic speed or charge.
We did the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
We did
yeah.
the thing.
And yes, and even though you won't get his damage power, you won't get anything stupid or silly,
That's okay.
but a 12 attack, 3 damage
Hypersonic.
Still attack.
is still a good figure for 90 points with hypersonic speed.
And you,
So-
can't,
80,
you can't attack him before that point unless you're super close.
Green Arrow is 90 points, right?
80 points.
80 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 93 points total spent. And you're talking
Worth
about
it.
I have hypersonic speed on my downturns when I can't get past all your defenses for absolutely free.
Okay. I'll do the
that.
thing.
I'll do that. Oh, you're next to me, so I get to flurry you for about the same amount of damage
What
I
a
was going
shame.
to range combat expert you with?
Why not?
What a shame, right?
Whatever. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Would be a shame.
Yeah. So, like,
What is being replaced by exospecs though? What are we losing though? Really? What's the opportunity cost? Right. That's 12.
What-
It's
what-
12 points.
what-
So like 10 to 15 point characters or
A Retaliator. I'll gladly get rid of a Retaliator for exospects.
which gives you one less ID card.
nothing. You're losing nothing. Okay, so let's just
No. There is definitely an opportunity cost to playing this equipment over something else.
Hear me out. All right, and the reason why I say you're functionally losing nothing is because most of the average builds are still going to run the same.
Mhm.
So if I was running a Mjolnir team,
Okay.
there is no reason where I'm replacing exospecs with Mjolnir. I have a character with stupid range who is able to do melee at stupid. So Mjolnir is not being replaced. It's an additional option. You could say Symbiote. Oh, no. That's just a defensive power and gives you plasticity with the potential to bump your stats. So it's not going anywhere. Enchanted Crowbar, still not going anywhere.
It's not replacing any equipments, right?
It's not replacing
on
any
builds.
equipment.
But it is taking 12. It's taking up 12 points of your build.
I think exospecs on Star
So-
Fox is better than.
So basically, what's happening is you're saying exospecs and like a student ID card is 15 points of a build that you aren't putting into something else.
You're not putting into something else, but I would also say is like if you're the problem is this, and then I look at team building in my waves. If I'm starting with my core concept and I'm like exospecs is in phase 1 or phase 2. Phase 1 is either core concept or core figure.
Okay.
So I'm like exospecs plus, let's just say green arrow in this situation.
Sure.
Bloop bloop.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest of my team tempo is going to be based around that. Now, if someone like what Wes was saying, Star Fox in exospecs, still going to hit stage 1.
Super good.
Yeah. Now, if I say I'm going to add in Pulsar, for example, Chase Pulsar, I can say is Photon. I'm sorry, she has too many dang names. If I say, all right, I have Photon, do I want to have her have Mjolnir? Then you're right. Because then that 10 point is like, no, I got exospecs here. You have a tempo problem because now you have to solve for how am I going
Now
to
you have a
equip.
double equip.
Yeah, you have double equip. So then that's why I was saying it's like it's an equity. Because if you're building a team with exospecs, it's starting with exospecs.
It slows it down, right?
It slows it down too much.
Slows the game way down.
Well, no, it's just not just that. Is you have too many things that rush you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do not have time. If remember 3
And
years ago,
it's
like,
a light object, so it's super easy to get back to the starting zone and just go. With
yeah, you could get
Right.
Carnage to pick it up. So remember 3 years ago, it was like turn 2 when you had the first attack.
Yeah.
Turn 2, maybe turn 3. Sorry,
Or
turn
even,
3.
Even just
Now you don't got that.
Crane Bang, right? Crane Bang.
Crane Bang, yeah,
Yeah.
Crane Bang did change that. Yeah, you don't have that with the hyper taxis and Sam Cap, and once all that crap hit the fan, really Overdrive. Just mark Overdrive as the beginning of I'm sorry, you do not have time to set up. Screw you and your team.
Yeah.
I'm going to murder you.
Overdrive, Doc Ock.
Man, I hope this is not that bad tomorrow during the game. We just speed tested. I apologize. We do not know what's going on.
Our speed test was pretty outstanding, so
Yeah.
it may not be on our end, bro.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Okay.
It's not just a thing you're introducing into current builds. It's something that you're cornerstoning on
Yes.
new builds.
It's
Yes.
So I think exospecs is a tier 1 foundational fit.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not even. It's like
It's tier 1.
Tier 1,
foundation-
yeah, because-
foundational.
yeah, because the only reason I see it not being tier 1 is that if you have 2 primary figure combinations, that's just so outstanding that then you're like, you know what, be more broken if one of them had exospecs, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's right here, that's phase 2.
Right.
Exospecs is not hitting like I got 20 points left. Exospecs.
Let's do that. No.
Yeah, like no, you're not doing that.
And it makes, like I said, the medium range figures, the tier 2 figures, which have strong, usually I would say defensive abilities, like Green Arrow, like Shredder, like there are tons of strong defensive options.
Any of the title characters, different title characters.
Right. Or any of the Avengers chases, or any Haha Joker, any strong defensive character, it suddenly makes them an offensive beast.
Okay, like talking about strong defensive characters, Fast Forces Turtles. I know everybody loves Mudman, Leo and Raph, and you can even make an argument for Mikey. I don't really like Donnie so much. Giving them this piece of equipment automatically just comes back and says, "I'm playing Turtles. I have 4 continue tokens." And what are you going to
super
do?
strong defense?
Yeah, we're super strong. Like, oh, you killed me, I'm back on click 2, and I'm still here, and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Talking about that same Fast Forces, which I'll go ahead and say this. I think. Huh?
What figure?
Fast Forces Turtles.
Fast Forces Turtles. The same one that Shredder comes from. I'm talking about
The Mudman.
Are those the okay.
I think that Fast Forces probably has the most meta figures, multiple meta figures in it than any Fast Forces I've ever seen. Because usually it's just one, right? But this time it's Mudman, it's all the Turtles, and Shredder is amazing. I'm main forcing 150 point Shredder in my final build.
I can't give up super secret tech like mine for you. I appreciate you for sharing, but I'm not going to tell anything. We'll have a private conversation off stream.
Fair.
I'll give you a 1-to-1 ratio.
Have you seen that Fast Forces?
No, it's good. I
It's
do not
super
disagree.
Again,
It's 150
points. Shredder. Let's talk about him with Exospecs.
No, man. I don't want to deal with that.
No,
because now he has,
because
now he comes back and now he has hypersonic speed and like
he has 2 stop click impervious.
Are you talking about that Shredder?
Yeah, like it's 2 stops
With Exospecs, right?
With Exospecs, but
No.
like
Yeah.
okay, all right. This is something that I've brought up.
Oh, man, I'm gonna get so tired of it. It's like Exospecs is the new meta.
I hate to say
It's
it.
In that
it's
people
the
are just
new
gonna say it
internet,
all
right?
the flipping time.
It is an entity.
It is an entity.
It is an
Absolutely.
entity. It's a discount entity. But here's the thing.
better than any entity.
Dude,
No.
Well, it's 12 points.
No.
12 points. Pick them out.
Plus, no, entities give you stats.
Yeah, but that's
That's
13
fair.
points more. Like 25 points for a power and a +1.
Cheapest perplex
A
15
possible
points.
+1.
Problem is cheapest perplex
Okay.
15 points.
Okay, fair.
So like if I'm not
Well,
not
that's-
writing you off.
That's a.
But
that's
I'm just saying from point efficiency,
But
it's still
given the fact that we don't have
slightly better.
we don't have access to entities anymore,
Well, and
right? Like
and we-
for balancing out that sort of thing. Like this is actually thinking about it. Exospecs is like something that I
it's a balance.
have been wanting.
It's a
right?
balance thing,
And I
right?
think where you say it's a balancing, but also you're talking about how overpowered it is because you could make anybody great, and it's like you can make
It's a MAGA hat. I'm sorry.
what?
What?
Oh
No. When you said make anybody great, I was like, it's a MAGA hat.
oh my god!
Make anybody great again.
Anybody great again? Entities are back.
I'm
Make
sorry.
anybody
I'm
great
serious.
again.
When you said that, I was just like, wow. It's a MAGA hat.
Make anybody great again.
Yeah.
Politics aside, people, that was just the observation, not
That
about
was really,
anybody's-
really funny.
not about
Not an
anybody's
endorsement
political leanings
by any
whatsoever.
means.
Yeah.
But you,
But
Yeah,
it's,
you're right.
it's,
you can make
appropriate.
anybody great like once.
No,
You know?
no.
Like
that's
you can
often-
make already great figures better, right? But you can't make bad figures good.
Yes, you can.
Challenge.
Depends. Okay. All right.
Okay,
all right.
how bad, right?
Like-
Is it like what's the worst
Oh.
figure ever?
30 points
No, no,
right
no,
now.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Pick a 30-point character
30 point
and make
finish
them
right
amazing.
now.
You know, like
Okay.
I can do it.
Here's
30-point haha.
okay for real talk. Okay.
This
This is
Fine.
something that this is something I was
30-point
talking
haha.
about with Wes. Is that exospecs scale infinitely up with points. If you start with a 30-point character, it's going to provide a big bang. Where is a 30-point character going to be most impactful at? In a 200-point game. If I go into a 300-point game and I add exospecs onto a character in the new golden ratio of 75 points to 100 points, it used to be 100 to 125, but WizKids decided to screw that.
Mhm.
So between 75 and 100 points is where a majority of our good figures are at. If I put exospecs on any of those characters, They are bonkers. If I have anything from 100 to 150, they are hitting like a truck or have massive survivability. That's the issue.
You have a 150-point character who, like I said before, is competitive and a threat to a 275 Goblin King.
Right.
And that doesn't happen.
What about Witch Queen LeFay?
Please, dear God, she's already ridiculous.
She can use any standard speed power.
Yeah. So just pick any standard
Attack power.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's say let's talk about that real quick.
So that,
All right.
Yeah, that's.
Morgan Queen Le Fay can just functionally say, "Hey, whatever I need. Do I need steel energy? Oh, I have steel energy. My entire dial to get all the way back
and hypersonic.
Oh yeah. Oh sure, it has hypersonic. Yeah.
But only under top 2 clicks.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying is with exospecs, when she gets on click 3, she's like, all right, I'm back. Now the only problem with her is that if she misses any of her attacks,
she's done.
She can't use that pick of power, and she cannot use exospecs at all on attack. I mean, on movement. She can only use it on attack.
But then in fairness though,
why
she has Pulse Wave.
Because if you read her special power, it says she cannot use
this special power for the rest of the game.
Right. But it
also says
so it just shuts off that special
power. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah,
she's not.
No, well, actually, that just rallies her.
Right, because then she just has running shot Pulse Wave, which when is that ever terrible?
Or just hypersonic speed or charge, whatever the heck she wants. Right. So functionally, all right, so you have shown me that this character gets stupid for multiple reasons. Now she's super flexible. You're going to have to one-shot her if you want to try to kill her, because if not, she will come back.
Yep.
She's 150-point power ID card battery, which means she's bringing in Storm. So, and Storm, Cyclops, and 150-point Wolverine.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. Yeah, like.
Are there any tiny pogs she can carry around with her?
There's Mauser pogs or something else. I forgot what it is.
Give anybody Frogmere, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to. No, you don't want to give extra points. I'm just saying, she's got Mastermind up top. You're gonna want her to be running around with somebody.
Well, you can have fodder, and that's not thinking she flies too. So with that power, but like you have a character who gets exponentially stronger. Like the changes to Outwit are the only thing reining this in. Because if we had the old Outwit powers, she's completely stupid. She was completely stupid.
One of the things that we were talking about in the game that we were just watching is having versatility, right?
Yeah.
And this is sort of the ultimate versatility. Oh, you're playing this, so now I'm going to adapt. I'm going to pick these powers and adapt to that.
Yes.
Right? And so that's talking about scale, right? Mm-hmm. Making a 150-point character be able to adapt to whatever threat is there.
Yeah. See, and the issue is WizKids hasn't released a 250 points Justice League Trinity War like Superman character. They haven't in modern currently. You don't have anything equivalent to that. Like
that was amazing.
You can argue Goblin King, but Goblin King is more like souped up Super Skrull right now.
Right.
It's like and Super Skrull stands alone. But if we don't have something like that, if we had something like Justice League Trinity War, like Soups,
an equalizer
that could just be like, I'm one guy, and I have this, and I have a resource. Good luck killing me. And not only that, I can deal with Goblin King because I ignore 15 different types of crap, and I buff myself, and I punch you in the face and remove tokens from myself. Like, and if you have something like that come into the game, then you would have to really evaluate exospecs, because then it's like, okay, this guy has hypermobility, he has some sort of self-buff steroids and able to remove tokens from himself, and then he could just come in and do stuff with little recommendations. Dude, I was talking with Pat. About this, and I straight up said, look, Sheriff Strange is there to deal with some sort of bullcrap item to allow WizKids to make whatever the hell they want, and they can come back and say Sheriff Strange is the new Nick Fury for special objects. Hello. And then it comes down to how good he is. And he's an Avenger. Isn't he an Avenger? No, he's not an Avenger. Mystical police. Okay, sorry. He's mystical, which you have more than enough stuff for. All that weird world crap. He has police, which, good gosh, how much police stuff there is. and then you just run him at 100, and he says, "Thank you for playing this game." Exospecs does not give you shape change, and he snipes you.
You just give him exospecs.
Yeah.
You could do that too.
Well, that's what everybody's gonna be running. Sheriff Strange Exospecs. So.
Right.
But
right.
that's a double control.
That's a
Yeah.
running shot to activate a socket blast.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Running shot with a 12 movement, so you're running shot for 6 at 8, so 14 swing. Okay, 14
running
swing.
shot, activate a psychic blast, and get rid of your exospecs.
Get rid of your exospec for 4 with a prob. Okay, I get rid of your exospecs. I'm on a mystical theme team, which means I'm more likely going to be hitting you for 5, 6, or even 7. So that's screw your exospecs, you dead. You dead. So, like, this is, Sheriff Strange, $150, $250.
No, that's where I was going to go. All exospecs did, because we're talking about the price in the chat here of exospecs. I think that we were talking about it. Exospecs initially is going to be fairly low in price because it's a participation price.
Sure.
So it's going to be a dime a dozen for the next few months.
A year from now.
A year from now, whenever there are no more events where exospecs is given away, and it's just the people who hold on to it, who hoard it for the next 2 years, will be the only people that have it.
Yeah.
Right?
And then it's going to go up to $30, $40
Plus.
Yeah. Now I know some folks will be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go out there at WWKO and hoard them." Like, this is not a stock market.
No.
We're not giving you economic tips.
I was gonna say speculation tip of the year. Right?
Yeah,
it's a participation price.
It's a participation price. Because this is the other reason like Sheriff Strange becomes a big problem. Double power action for ID card holidays.
Right.
Like you have 2 very strong controls, and Sheriff Strange just says to the meta, "Yeah, I'm short click. Yeah, you can sort of kill me, but I gotta stop click.
Yeah.
I gotta stop click. But be aware, I will make you play this game differently." Like, remember back before the changes to IDs where you could just do it whenever you got to do it at the beginning of the turn, and the character had to have no action token and everything else? You could calculate, like, that guy can't call in this, that guy can't call in that guy can't call in this other thing. So I know that he's not playing this ID. He's playing A, B, and C ID. So you know that. In the current format, you're like, "Gosh, dog, like, he got 8 figures on the sideboard. Which one's going to get me now, Jesus?
Right.
I don't know."
It's hard to predict.
It's hard
Also,
to predict.
when's it gonna happen? Because it can happen literally any time during the turn.
Right.
Right.
But now, with Sheriff Strange is like, you got an action token. You're not doing anything, and your leadership isn't nearby.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? And now that's a whole new affair, because you can calculate, like, in cap becomes valuable. Because you can say, like, boom, I put an in cap on you, token, and you don't got leadership.
So that's a very, very interesting point. How powerful, even though there is a lot of leadership out there right now, because like we said earlier, leadership is candy. Token tech in general is stupid good right now. Lockjaw is everywhere, right?
Yes, I agree. The problem with in-cap is the only meta thing that people mainly look at using it for is Lockjaw. There is no other figure you're like, "Yeah, I got in-cap for that figure, homie. Specifically for that. Oh yeah, when that figure shows up, I got him."
So I wouldn't say, I think it's a little more complex than that, just because there are other options, other ways. I said token tech. I didn't necessarily say
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like action token tech.
I do.
Okay.
So there are other ways of applying action tokens besides in-cap.
Banshee ID card.
Banshee ID card, Harley Quinn, Joker.
Okay, the issue in my response to that is, where am I needing that control to get over on what teams? Like, I think PJ did an
With
article.
Sheriff Strange.
No, with Sheriff Strange. With Sheriff Strange, yes.
For example, if
Yes.
Sheriff Strange calls in Harley, and she puts a token on your entire team, you're not calling in next turn, unless you leadership. Period.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you have a 1 out of 3 chance of doing that if you did have it. And they're a J-suit. And they have and pretty much as long as all the tactics
If the stars align.
No, I know. Oh, wait.
Right?
Somebody was like, hey, I am giving all the qualifiers to the argument. But yeah.
But where are the odds? Are the odds with the 13 attack energy explosion, or are the odds with the leadership? I mean, let's be real.
That's a good point.
How many leaderships are you running though?
I mean, unless it's an X-Men team, probably one.
Right.
One is about standard now.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason to run more than that. If you're a non-theme team, then you have an incentive to run a leadership and power girl, and that's it.
Of course, everyone's going to be running Strange, so there's your leadership. But Strange is also
Strange trade leadership.
He has leadership perplex,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no, this thing is dumb.
and it's a +2 perplex if it's a or a -2 perplex if it's the same keyword.
Which I pulled the other Battle World. Others, I don't know what.
Yeah,
It's not great.
he's rather interesting.
But I mean, what he does within, right, what's being played in competitive right now is extremely disruptive.
Yeah.
And again, pair it with token tech.
And see, I think my biggest problem with Token Tech is it doesn't keep that wheel going.
Yeah.
Like it has these
Specifically-
burst of turns that is really strong, and then it just falls flat, and your opponent's like, and now I punch you in the face.
Right.
So I think that requires a different. If you're going to play with token tech, you can say with Sheriff Strange and Tyler Harley, you're not going to call in next turn. They don't want to stop you. And then the question is, okay, that gives you a turn, effectively, right? It gives you a turn. What do you do with that turn? That's the question. Is that fair?
No, that's fair. Okay, and like let's just say our Token Tech is another 100 points. Like, okay, so that gives us still with Sheriff Strange and Exospecs, that gives us like 87 points to work with, which is not bad.
So our token tech is the 5-point party call. You token them for a turn, and then you have that other.
Well, you go. Okay, so you're definitely playing Sheriff Strange, right? At
Yeah.
At 100.
Right.
At 100.
Sheriff Strange at 100
If
with
you're-
Exospecs.
Yeah, so that's 112 plus 5, so 117. Right.
I hate to say it. I
And-
thought he would be best at 50,
But then-
he's not.
But then you're only because of
Not
Exospecs
this.
now.
Yes.
Exospecs
Specifically,
makes the difference.
Exospecs
Yeah.
makes 100-point Doctor Strange the default.
And then your token tech is only one ID card if that's the case, right?
There's Iceman, there's Banshee, there's Joker.
Okay, so those are your 4 ID cards.
Harley, part of it.
We heard voices, and I knew we weren't broadcasting, so I was like, what the hell's going on back
We're
here?
talking about
talking
Exospecs.
about
Actually,
Exos.
we are
Sheriff
still
Strange.
live.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. We've
All
just
right.
Been, we've just been talking, keeping the
Keep
stream
party
going.
rolling, Howard.
All right.
We have
Yeah.
probably the
When y'all get through, come see me, and let's do some testing, possibly for the dinner before we have
Sure,
the wedding.
yeah. All right.
We have a little bit of a break.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
So
you guys want to keep talking, I'll.
No, we're not in a hurry. It's only 4:30.
We got like
You
2.5
got, I'd
hours.
say another half an hour to 45 minutes.
all right.
Okay.
So we'll try to like wrap this up because me and Wes
Yeah.
talk forever.
We could talk forever about the Exospecs. Like, let's be real.
Well,
I mean, because the combinations are infinite, and that's the point.
well, not even that. It's just it
There's
doesn't.
only so many characters that are legal for it to be equipped.
The problem comes
The
in.
combinations of characters with Exospecs.
Okay.
They're infinite. They're infinite combos.
The issue is there's probably more combos than there are atoms in the universe right now.
No, this isn't Go. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys.
Well, no, we have
No,
like a
it's-
crap ton. We have a crap ton.
It's really the combinations are
Yeah, because if you were to say like
It's
every power,
factorial.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Okay.
every power, even if it's unoptimal, you
Anyway.
have that option. But sorry, going back. All right,
That's
so if
We're at like
initially
132 points to run this token tech, right?
no
Like
for the
4,
concept,
right?
for the concept,
for the concept.
just the concept.
And then I have 168 points
Okay.
to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
That's a Unimind.
it can be.
Yeah.
That's a 165 point Unimind.
So, like, if we compress things down and we say, all right, nothing that is established is disrupted by this. So, if you're a player and you just bought all this crap, you're like, oh, Exospecs, I'm going to be out the meta for the next 2 years, but I don't go to WKO. No, that's not the case. It's not the case. Everything now that's good is still good. The thing that I am more looking at is with the introduction of Exospecs, what new 1 to 5 teams get added to the meta. And I would argue at some point, just due to tempo, if Exospecs is really dominant, one fast-moving archetype will just get removed. So
Sam Cap
Sam Cap
suffers.
Sam Cap is, but also Sam Cap is near retirement. We have
This is our last world.
this is our last worlds.
Can,
So-
can Sam Cap use a double power action after being carried?
No,
Wow. So Doctor Strange completely
Shuts her down entirely. Wow.
It shuts down the rush, the ID rush.
which is her thing.
That's her
her
thing.
shtick.
That's the reason why you play Sandcap. So she's basically dead to Strange dead on board.
She's a hard
against the Strange.
She's a hard counter. So functionally, that's the team I was thinking. I was thinking in the back of my head, Sam Cap goes away because the tempo is not there because Sam Cap is run on non-theme teams,
Right.
and a theme team would be able to go first and equip exospecs just about every time.
So any way that Doc Ock would benefit from it, what would Doc Ock do with Nexus?
Blades.
I thought it was a locked value.
He is damage value is a lot of value, but I thought Blaze was a replacement.
Lock can't be replaced.
Yeah.
Well, Lock doesn't exist anymore.
Lock
doesn't exist anymore, right?
Locks his damage value at his printed value.
Yeah, but you could kill a brew.
But it increases damage
Damage
dealt.
dealt.
Yeah.
So is there any power that we could give him?
Still energy.
I mean, yeah, still energy.
Still energy.
Top down sidestep.
Steal energy.
Plasticity, just so they don't get away.
I already have that top down.
Yeah.
Could you charge and then?
No, because it's a power action.
Power action to get it. So nothing that involves token.
You can give him. No, you can give him a kick.
Can he quake multiple times?
No. There's no
Stealth.
benefit. I don't think there's any benefit to him getting it.
Yeah, it's not advantageous. Unless you're just trying
Precision strike ish.
precision strike.
Yeah.
Precision strike is the only one. Precision strike. Let's say precision strike is still.
Force blast.
A bunch of knockbacks, flurry knockback into the every
mixed
single
bag. That's a mixed bag because most
Well,
times
you time it.
Well, your last one, yes. You would make so that your last attack would hit and knock back into the wall. If you could do that.
Wait. What?
Yeah,
you
force
don't
blast,
want to knock
is
back with the
optional.
first flurry.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But also,
Unless
if
they're
you
just wall.
choose to give him
I put free barriers.
Green letter.
Green letter ball.
This is gonna hurt.
Force blast, Force blast and flurry are both speed powers, though. So you can't use
Oh,
both of them,
you're
yeah.
right. So it would just be an
Super
attack.
strike.
Super strike, that's enough.
But his damage is. Oh, okay, yeah, it gives it knockback. Yep, there you
No,
go.
he won't be carried then. He has to find another way of getting up there. Because you can't carry a character with an object and then an object character with.
He's
So he's equipped, yeah, not holding the object.
No.
You're not using the super strength to carry an object. You're using it to.
Oh, to generate
gain a
knockback.
Yeah, just
Yes. Oh, okay.
Super
Okay.
strength
Sorry.
is flat, not bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm thinking in a different way.
So yeah, that makes him slightly more effective.
Yeah, for again until retirement, then he's gone.
Right. But with Killabrew.
Oh no! Hold on, wait. Is he gone?
Yeah, no, he's gone. Yeah. But Killabrew again with with Exospec, that's 5 damage streams.
Yeah, with knockback and all other stuff. But I think the issue comes back is you have. I think if you're looking at exospecs, you just go through realms and looks at traits. If you don't have a trait,
Sure.
I don't look at you.
I look at traits and I look at stock clicks. Right? Stock clicks?
We were okay. I was going to bring it up earlier. My biggest
Just
problem
looking
is
at like the
with
AI
stock-
chases, they finally give him like running shot or charge,
Hypersonic.
Like
It makes a Venture Affinity chase Thor way better.
Tiger.
oh,
Tigra, no.
Yeah.
Tiger, I don't think
Makes
so. That's
Thor
not
better.
63. I don't think that's 63.
I think it makes Photon better.
I don't think Photon needed to be made better. I think Photon's
Didn't need to be made better, but she's.
Oh no, wait.
better.
But she doesn't start with Pulse Wave though.
She doesn't, but you're gonna push her anyway.
You want sidestep.
Yes, but still.
I
Like, or you choose charge, right? You get a six
Charge
movement
flurry.
charge flurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
effective 12 3.
Yeah. I think Thor is the man on this one.
Thor wins the most.
Thor wins the most.
I want to look
for
at
point
Supremo.
cost.
Supremo right there. Top bow.
Ugh.
Yeah. That'll do,
Yes.
pig.
You
That'll
get
do.
stock clicks?
No.
Okay, Galactic. Pulse Wave. That's them. Okay, leadership free. Choose one. Outwit, perplex, prob. Can use a chosen. Okay, so now. Oh.
Oh.
No. That's bad. That's bad. I would not want to fight that.
Yeah.
Because, okay, some people might be saying, like, you're keeping all the good stuff to yourself, Dark Logos. What are you talking about? Okay, so when we were talking earlier about the whole sidestep thing, and like, oh, I sidestepped and I charge, or sidestep, hypersonic speed, running shot, or whatever else. The issue is that because he has precision strike, which is decent enough, any of your movement powers are good. Just about, like, if I'm tying you up, plasticity is good. The only thing that's not good is Earthbound, but Earthbound really is, I hate to say it, it's just Earthbound right now. I don't even think WizKids knows what they're trying to do with it. They took our lovely Earthbound away when we finally found a way to use it. But
I found a way to use it now.
Anyway, so hypersonic, like, his movement values are average. So hypersonic speed, running shot, and charge are still going to be useful. But the thing is, in more particular, hypersonic speed and charge. Because with those stats, once he gets based, the following turn, he can either pick Flurry or he can pick Plasticity. And you were there having to crank through those dials. Plus, he can access Prob, Perplex, or Outwit, which means that if you're not Power Cosmic, he's taking away your power. Or he's guaranteed he's going to hit.
In this meta right now, once you get to a character that's north of 6 clicks, things become problematic, right?
Yeah, you can't one-shot him.
This dude is
on average.
He's limited.
And limited. And because the thing is, you don't have to deal with ID cards. But, like, if you look at that in a limited format, the only problem that I have is, again, you have 87 points that you have to back him up with.
Yeah.
And at 200 points, that's a lot harder versus when we were looking at Modern at 100 points, the investment was strange. Like, you can start dealing with that. But some people, what?
King Shark, Exospecs.
It's pretty decent.
Oh, God.
It's hypersonic.
Hold on. What? No, it's King Shark with charge.
You don't want to lose the flurry.
Oh, no, you're right.
You don't want to lose.
You don't want to lose Flurry. Okay, so King Shark,
Super strength.
super strength, King
Precision
Shark,
strike.
precision strike. Yeah,
Quake.
no.
All the options.
Single target quake.
Flurry
Exactly.
with
Single target quake.
Flurry Quake.
No,
But
single target quake if you're trying to knock somebody off the building.
Yeah, but think about the reach, right? If he's in water, gets plus one stats, so he's 10, right?
Plus, if he's on the Seeker 6 or whatever it is.
Yeah, plus
You
one.
add-
So
you add
he's
that
10.
to- yeah.
So that's sidestep from 2 gets him to 4. 10 gets him to 14. Hypersonic gets him to 24. I did it!
Yeah, he's full map reach at that stage. And Bat Signal, bring him back.
Bring him back.
Bat Signal, like, get him off of eBay now. People. Everybody forgot about Bat Signal. But yeah, like, it just gets silly overall. I think like I said, there are going to be teams that you're going to start your design with Exospecs, then you're going to
See this
move from
dude.
there.
It's a
Prometheus.
standard attack, damage, and speed power every turn.
I'm sorry.
For 147 points. It's not.
No,
He's-
that's too
he's
short, and
off.
there's no ID.
There's no defensive stuff there.
Yeah,
Again, I'm more looking at figures like Swarm from Deadpool, who you just can't kill, and you give him still energy, and you laugh, and you laugh, and you laugh.
Okay, Swarm, solid option. The only issue with Swarm is,
Pulse wave.
well, not just Pulse Wave, Arrow.
No, he doesn't care about arrow.
Arrow goes straight through his.
No, he doesn't.
Swarm has.
The
Unless the
trait.
attack roll is double, Swarm takes no more than 1 damage from attacks.
Oh,
Doing the thing. It's
yeah.
So,
Why haven't we seen Swarm
what's the Exospecs gonna do?
get him pulse wave.
poison?
It's
Pulse
gonna give
wave.
him great, but he's got such. I mean, like, super average values.
Yeah, his trait's not protected Pulse Wave. That's why.
Pulse wave is his own, which pulse wave again is going to be everywhere now. So I'm also going to be because pulse wave is going to be everywhere now.
So
Right.
much.
So where does that put limited? Because I mean, like ROC limited, because functionally you're looking at Superman Blue being a
Giant.
hero.
Fortunately, he's a giant.
Giant.
We don't have to beat him. Pirate Deadpool though, with his gun.
Venom Pool. It's fun time.
The gun. With Pirate.
Pirate. The one with he gets the parrot bob.
But it's the gun that he automatically gets the highest attack power.
Yeah.
Of the map or the target?
Off the map.
From all
And
characters
it's
on the map,
after mods.
So
It's after
so
mods.
I get your attack plus mods plus my own mods.
And that's a
Yay!
replacement, and now I can mod myself up again.
So you mod yourself up to a 12. I'll be a 15.
Yeah. Oh, there's some old Colossal on the map. 15 tech. Like, yeah, I'm back starting.
Oh my god!
I am going to hit. I'm like, I literally am going to hit. So I must just pump as much as I can into this to damage. So, like,
What is about 037B?
no.
No,
You don't want to do
shifty
shifty
focus.
photos because you lose your equipment. It's like automatically lost.
Mm.
He can't survive. Like, even, like, let's just say you were trying to use Prime Deadpool. You take that first hit. You don't die. Let's just say you get knocked to click 4, then you'll heal 1. You're on click 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, I have a 9 attack, 1 damage.
Yeah.
I am boned. It does not matter what I pick. Oh, I hit Blaze, but I have a 9 attack, unfortunately. You know, like, that's why he had Proteus. Proteus made him good.
Do you think just put him on Goblin King? No.
No.
I think Goblin King. I think Exo-Specs kills Goblin King. He's dead.
Goblin King has too much of a loss with Exo-Specs.
Because everybody has access to Pulse Wave?
Yeah, everybody has access to running shuttles with him. So I think that Goblin King is dead, and I think that Sam Cap is dead.
Sam Cap is dead because of
Strange.
Here
Well, and
deals penetration.
here's something I will come back, and I'll give you a minor counter to.
Okay.
Sam Cap is alive until we're able to establish how hard it is to get Strange. And if market prices still dictate that Strange is a $200 piece,
One sold 2 days ago here in the store for $90.
okay, so if Strange is sub 100, he is going at high level competitive. I see him being at most a quarter of the field.
That's enough to kill Sam Cap.
That is enough for a high level competitive. If I'm looking at everyday rocks, 15, 20 man turnouts on average, 2, which is a 1 in 10. You could go through, and if those players are mediocre, you have a chance of getting through the field. If those players are good, you better pray that somebody knocks them out in brackets and out rounds. But yeah, like Goblin King is flat. Like 200-point Goblin King becomes too much dead. Yeah, because there's too many.
I think
different
75. I
variants,
think 75-point Goblin King is still an effective support piece, but otherwise I think it's
Yeah, which is sad because he just came back. And I
he
mean,
literally just had his day this summer.
well, not even that. Is if you look at it, what is giving a lot of newer players a chance right now?
Goblin King.
Yeah,
Right.
is Goblin King.
I did that with my locals. I had a local who just came back. He quit the game, came back, and it's 3 weeks before October, and he wants to play in October. What does he do?
Play Goblin King.
Right? That's the only way he's not investing 1,000 points.
And I think I hate to say it. Remember when Goblin King was like something like $100,
Mhm.
and then after the errata, he dropped to like 15, 20. So let's just say you bought your Goblin King in, and then you just sort of stopped, and then you had everything else. You're looking at most the economic investment of like 20, 30 bucks.
He's going to go back down to his previous prices.
Oh, he's up now?
Yeah.
Is he 50?
He's in that range.
Yeah, if he's 50, okay. But that is still cheaper than your average medicine.
Right.
Heck, I have a bag full of 5. I have like 6 or 7 trouble alert dudes, and that's just for my sideline.
Yeah.
Like
Modern teams right now are like $1,000.
no, that's too high.
Too high?
Too high.
It depends on the team. Starro?
Okay.
That is yes, no.
500.
Starro is
All right.
weird. Starro's off of market value.
Take a moment of silence for Goblin King and Sam Cap while we take a break.
Okay, fair
All
enough.
right.
All right.
Fair enough.